Found the net. Goal for Wednesday.
Terrific goal by Sheffield.
Chris Waddle, is he going to have a crack?
Oh, he does, and he scores. Still Glenn Wheeler. Aidan Flynn wins the goal. It's the time for a winner.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday Tie Down Podcast. I'm James Mappin. This is the Watchalong. It's Birmingham City against Sheffield Wednesday in the Sky Bet Championship. 11th host, 23rd at St Andrews. This evening, we're looking to extend our unbeaten run. I never thought I'd be saying that this season. Extend that to 3 games. Birmingham looking to bounce back from a defeat last time out. Just make sure that the audio is working. Let me know if you can hear me. If you can't, again, do let me know. First of all, thanks everyone for joining me this evening. Do really appreciate it. Do get in the comments. As always, get involved in the discussions throughout the show. Really do appreciate it. We'll go through the team lineup in a second. But first of all, let's just talk about kind of recent meetings and things first and foremost. 2 wins apiece in the last 5 meetings. There's actually been 93 games between both Sheffield Wednesday and Birmingham City in history. We do lead that 36-27. Hopefully we can add to that this evening. When it comes to meetings at St Andrews, we've just had 2 wins in the last 10 years, Birmingham with 4, and just the 1 draw. Our last win coming in the COVID season. 1-0 win, 1-0 win, with Barry Bannon scored a penalty way back in 2020. He's the only surviving player from that side to beat Birmingham that day. When it comes to league form, we were unbeaten in our last 2. 2-0 victory over Pompey, and our last away game followed up by that 1-1 draw against QPR at the weekend. As for Birmingham, they were soundly beaten 3-0 by Coventry on Saturday, so they'll be looking to bounce back. 12 places and 5 points separates the 2 sides. Birmingham struggling to find the back of the net with just 5 goals from the opening 7 league games, and we've not fared much better. We've just got the 6, and with 5 of those coming away from home. Our away form isn't too bad. 1 win, 1 draw, 1 defeat, but we are up against a Birmingham City side that hasn't lost a home game since the 10th of April 2024, some 538 days ago. Let's talk about this starting lineup then. Let me just bring up the home lineup first. So apparently they've made 5 changes to the side that lost on Saturday against Coventry. Allsop in goal, so no James Beadle. He's not been playing. He's not been in goal at all, has he? Really this season, despite obviously playing much of last season for us and obviously the season before. Let's have a look. Just bringing up their lineup now. Asai Samuel. They've also got Clara as captain. Cashin, Cochrane, Tomoki, Doyle, Roberts, Stansfield, Gray, and Kyogo. When it comes to us, just the 1 change from that side that drew 1-1 with QPR. So it's even Horvath in goal. Dominic Iorfa, Ernie Weaver, and Max Lowe, with Liam Palmer and Harry Amas as your wing-backs, Jan Valerie, Barry Bannon, and Svante Ingolson. So that's all exactly the same as the last 2 games, the Pompey win and also the 1-1 draw with QPR. Bailey Cadamartri keeps his place up top. The only 1 change that they've made is Jamal Lowe comes in for George Brown. So, do let us know what you think to that starting lineup. Are you happy with it? Are you happy with that 1 change? I think George Brown's been doing quite well this season so far since he's come in the last 2 games. Can't really fault him, to be honest. Maybe it's down to a little bit of fatigue, maybe. Obviously, these games are coming thick and fast. I asked the question over on X. Don't forget you can follow us at WTID Pod is where you need to go. Harriet says, think my 2-year-old would have been better choice than Lowe. Luke says, we don't have much choice, do we? No, we don't. Like, you look at that bench and it is a very, very... It is a weak bench, isn't it, when you look at this, and there's no other way of dressing it up, when I know there's the young lads in there that are going to be obviously trying the best and, thankful for the opportunities, but when you look at it, Stretch, Ottobeo, Allow, Emery, Thornton, Fishera, McNeil, Brown and Ugbo. There's only, I'm guessing Ugbo that's over the age of, 20, 21, when you look at those. McNeil probably is the second most experienced out of all of those, so... Yeah, it is a very, very young bench that we've got, and it's going to be like that all season, isn't it? Really, when you look at it, until Shalabar, he looks like he might be coming back in a couple of weeks' time, maybe after the international break. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Even when you look at Pierce Charles, he's only a youngster as well, so yeah, it's going to be very, very difficult. Got some comments here. Tony says, evening James, up the Chancery out Wendy. Yes, definitely. Chris says, evening Jam, almost forgot about the watch along. What do you mean? Almost every away game this season there's going to be a watch along, unless I'm there, of course. Matt has been declared fit, if you've not seen on Twitter. He's been declared fit for Birmingham away, so I mean, look, it's not really an away game for us. It is probably the closest away game that he has, but yeah, his wife's not best pleased, but like I said, we'll just leave that. We'll leave that. Clarkey says, Birmingham fans all back in their decision not to let our banners in. Find very weird given their previous situation. What is their problem with us? No idea. I did see that. It is a bit disappointing, really, that apparently they had said yes to it as well, which I find even stranger. If the decision was no all along, fair enough, but they did say yes to having the banners. Obviously, the Enough is Enough banner that they've been taking to all the away games so far this season. I know we had an issue at Wrexham that got rectified at this late stage, 20-odd minutes before kickoff. A no is probably a no, which is, a little bit strange. Danny's in here, says, hi mate, well, Wednesday, aren't we? Yes, we are, definitely. Matt says, refuse to play tonight, ? Stop on 10 minutes. Look, I think if they're going to do something, as it stands at the moment, they are still in the month of September. So, technically they could still be paid right up until midnight and the wages won't be late. So even though they have been told that they're not going to be paid and they haven't been paid, so I think from that standpoint, this game probably just comes, 8 out of 4 or 5 hours too early, really, for anything like that. I think we're probably looking towards the Coventry game, and I said it earlier. I would stand 100% with the lads if they decide to, to walk off or refuse to play or anything like that. I know it's been reported on some of the national media. I don't know whether they're just kind of putting 2 and 2 together and getting 5. They're saying that there is thoughts about. Certainly not training. They haven't said anything about not playing, but certainly not training. I want to know what you think about all of that. Are you would you back them to walk off the pitch, or a lot of people saying walk on, take the kick off, and then walk straight down the tunnel? What's your thoughts? Is that where we're at? Like, I mean, I must admit, we're doing all the protesting. There's all the other things that we've been doing, finding out all the bits about where his money's coming from. We've got all the embargoes, but as it stands, we're still in a position where Dapon Chantier is still the owner. So is that where it needs to get to? Does it need to get to a point where players are turning around and saying, I'm not going to play this, we're not playing this game. We're not going to fulfil this fixture. And the EFL have said that is the one thing that they want, is the fixtures to go ahead. So maybe that is the next step. Who knows? John's here as well. Yes, thank you very much, John. Nice to see you as always. Wigan Owl said players coming out wearing the trust scarves. I mean, that would be a turn up for the Bucks. I can see the players are just warming up, and no, Wigan Owl, they are not wearing the yellow and black scarves, although I have heard in the away end, it is a sea of yellow and black, not much blue and white. I'm doing my bit as well. I've got my North Stand black and gold T-shirt on, which you can get from the store. WTIDpod.myshopify.com is where you need to go for that one. A lot of people have been buying the third issue of the fanzine as well, trying to get that. That will be posted out on Friday, and it will be available outside the ground on Saturday as well, that you can get that. I've done a piece in there all about Ernie Weaver, so grab that third issue of the Everywhere and Nowhere fanzine as well. I think it's a 3 month, well, I think there is a 3 month subscription that you can get as well. So if you don't want to mess about buying it every single month, get the subscription and it'll get posted straight out to you every single month. Rum Punch Man says 2016 stunned Brummie is holding a grudge. Yes, the guy. I mean, who decided to have the boxes behind the away end? I have no idea. It was Gary Hooper, weren't it, that scored 2 goals in quick succession, I want to say, if memory serves me right. But yeah, you did that picture of the guy just stood there at the glass. Everyone's banging on the glass. What a picture that one was. Jules says, no pay, no play. Matt, evening in the car, so I need some comms, please, James. I'll try my best, Matt, but nah, I think I'm not going to pretend to be some sort of, commentator, a John Motson-esque person. Yeah, I'm just kind of commenting on what goes on and reacting to it, really. It's more of a, as the name suggests, a watch-along. So I presume most people are going to be watching this as well, and obviously I'll be doing exactly the same. Oliver says, Birmingham fans are so short-sighted, not supporting our protest banners, even though they've been in a very similar position not long ago. Matthew says, I think they need to walk off or something. Nothing says it better. No pay, no play. I think that might be the new strapline, man. Enough is enough. We've got that one. It could be no pay, no play. Jason says, hi everyone. If I did not get paid, I would not be able to work. So if they down tools, fair play. Yeah, the other thing as well is I know the players are different to kind of regular staff and things like that. But the problem you've got is I thought it was 6 and 8. It's not. It's five months out of the last 7 where wages have been late. Certainly for the players, anyway. Not for the staff, but certainly for the players. And I think the reason why Josh Windass and Michael Smith were able to leave is because basically the club didn't have a leg to stand on. They could try and force them to stay. They could take them to court and things like that. But, we haven't got any money to pay for the legal fees. And also, I believe I'm right in saying they were advised not to go down that route, just to let them leave because, there's no guarantee that this won't happen again. And I think that's the stance that they were taking, that, it's not just a one-off. The fact that it is now 5 out of the last 7 times, I dare say some of these players now could potentially just walk away, and there's nothing really that we can do about it, which, I hope that doesn't happen because, well, I dread to think what would happen in terms of, the players have done well so far up to this point. The fact that we're on 5 points, I'd never in my wildest dreams thought we'd be sat on that sort of number at this point. I thought, as I've mentioned a few times, I think I said it yesterday as well, I thought we were going to be the whipping boys of the league, and that could still happen. We are only early days, but I think it would be such a shame for players to walk away. But again, I don't blame them. The situation, is unprecedented. As any, not necessarily just a footballer, but any person really, you're expected to be paid for the work that you've done, and the reward for winning last week against Portsmouth, a fantastic performance, and then equally. QPR were on a run, three games, 3 wins until they came to us, and we've held them to a 1-1 draw. So great results, 2 fantastic results, and then the reward is, lads, we're not going to pay you on Tuesday. I mean, like the situation that we find ourselves in, and obviously we've got this loan on the stadium, which the deadline will be midnight tonight. As to what happens after that, I have absolutely no idea. That is that loan needs to be sorted some way or the other, or I'm sure they'll be looking to take legal action, or will they just agree to roll it over? I know they've got no real aspirations of taking the stadium off his hands, but it's not. We're talking about a lot of money here. what 7.4 million is it stands at the moment. That's a substantial amount of money that's owed, which someone will need it. Let's read some more comments out as well. Smiley says, I'll be back in Sheffield Wednesday all the way. I'm glad submitted. It's good to see you, my pal. Cheers, Smiler. Elton says, any more scarves available? My daughter's driving me mad for one. Friday, I've been told I might be getting some dropped off. Basically, what it is, the trust, the guys that are making them for the trust, they can't make them quick enough. I think they're coming in kind of 1,000 batches at a time. I think there was 4 places where you could go before the match on Saturday to get one, and they just sold out in doubly quick time. People obviously want them to show that solidarity to the cause and things, and yeah. So I obviously stepped in and said, I'll help out. I'll sell some. I've got a shop. Well, I'll happily do that. But obviously I can't take all of them because then, there's none for people outside the ground. And ultimately, that's what we want. We want people that are going to the games to hold them up. It's all right, people buying them from here, there and everywhere. It's great. But really, they are for the protest. They're for standing in the ground. So come kick off on Saturday. They're for, to hold them up, Obviously, I've seen where they've been going. It's great that people are buying them from here, there, and everywhere. Just to stress as well. Just by buying the scarf, you're not supporting the trust financially because they are actually making a very, very small loss on the scarves. I've bought them all off the trust for the same price, for £5 each. So I'm just literally facilitating sending them all out and getting them all out to people that want them. So to answer your question, Elton, Friday I should have some more on the shop. Keep an eye on the socials. I will put a tweet out when they go live. But last 2 occasions where we've had 100 each time, they've gone in less than an hour. 55 minutes I think it was last time, which is absolutely mental for 100 scarves to fly out. But yeah, keep an eye out. Matt says, found a scarf on Vinted, few quid profit, bit cheeky. Fernie, Leeds fan, says, can't see you winning tonight, but good luck, up the Owls and all the best. Thank you very much, Fernie. Matthew says donate to employees. Not sure what you mean there. Matt, you have to elaborate on that one. Alex just posted about the debt, James. Haven't read it yet. So I'll go and have a look at that one whilst we're on here. Then let's see what he's been saying about the whole thing. Let's have a look. Where are we? Alex Miller. Understand multiple parties have been unsuccessful in attempts to stimulate a purchase of the £7.4 million stadium debt owed by Wednesday, technically due today. Some detail on what, right? All right. So basically, yeah, there was parties kind of lurking around trying to raise money to actually buy the debt from New Avenue Projects and then effectively own that debt that Chancellor would have to pay off. But basically what he's saying there is they haven't been successful in doing that. I'll just read it. Multiple parties attempting to stimulate interest in the purchase of a £7.4 million debt have been unsuccessful in their efforts, with the status around the likely outcome of the debt's payment deadline still shrouded in mystery. So it's nothing about kind of day upon paying it or it being rolled over or anything like that. Basically, all they're saying there is nobody's bought it off New Avenue Projects. So we'll have to keep an eye out on that one and see what happens. I'm sure over the next kind of coming days, it's going to be a lot of things happening in regards to that, finding out what is indeed going to happen. And again, it's just silence from the club, isn't it, really? On absolutely everything. Zero communication coming out of the club. Some people could say there's nothing to communicate. I think there's quite a lot that needs to be communicated. I think we've just kind of got used to it now that the club is just in an absolute mess at the moment. And like I said last night, for those that were listening, we're just filling this void with rumours, speculation and everything else, which is just not healthy at all. But yeah, I am coming down with something as well. I think it's man flu that I've got, the absolute killer of man flu. So apologies if I start sneezing or anything like that, or if I have to wipe my nose or anything. I'm struggling on. I'm really, really struggling. You know, Matt's now declared fit. I think he's passed it on to me. But yeah, Elliot says ball out of play and straight down the tunnel, and rightly give Birmingham the 3 points. Mark says players go on strike, chance area out, disgrace to our club. We're about 7 or 8 minutes away from kickoff. Give me your prediction. What's your prediction for this evening? Do you see us getting anything out of this game? You know, Birmingham are a decent outfit at home. As I mentioned, they haven't lost a game at home so far this season. They've not lost at home. Didn't lose at home in the league all of last season in League One. I think it's 10th of April, I think I said earlier, is the last time that Birmingham lost in the league at home, which obviously was in the Championship. I think it was Cardiff that beat them. So it is going to be a tough test. I'm under no illusions that it is going to be difficult. But yeah, do let me know. Do let me know what your score prediction is going to be. If I was pressed for a score prediction, I've got to be positive, Anna, but I just can't feel that. I feel like we are going to come unstuck. I think this is going to be a game that we are going to struggle in, and I think Birmingham are going to have a little bit too much. Jason says definitely lots of scarves in the ground on Saturday. It was like being at Hull City. Yes, a few comments like that. To be fair, Jason, I've just asked. Tommy, who Patreon members would have seen and heard on the preview show as well, Birmingham City fan. I've just asked him what his thoughts are on their starting lineup. He says, not bad. We should have started Neumann, in my opinion, as Cashin had a poor game the other day. He's one of their centre-backs. I think we'll start fast and look to going behind a bit, but you never can really tell. Fingers crossed it goes well tonight, and most importantly, we can keep that Bannon quiet. We'll also say fair play to you lads taking so many tough times, but still a proper club. Cheers for that, Tommy. Do appreciate it. And a reminder that you can listen to all those extra episodes over on Patreon. Patreon.com/WTID pod is where you need to go for all of that. You can listen to the preview show. We've got the debate show tomorrow. If you don't listen to it live, you can get that back on the rerun. And also you can listen to Extra Time again if you didn't listen to that one live yesterday with Dom Howson talking about everything to do with Sheffield Wednesday and this absolute basket case of a football club. Tony says 2 or 3-0 loss. Jason Flynn says 2-1 Birmingham. I don't know whether I'm kind of backing a Birmingham win just to kind of feel better about myself when the inevitable happens. You know, if I'm going in thinking we're going to win the game and then, you know, like I said, inevitably it doesn't happen, I'll be really disappointed. I think I'm kind of mentally preparing myself before it happens. But we'll have to see. Lots of balloons in that away end. The black balloons, obviously, that's part of the protest this time around. I mean, look, if you didn't know we were Sheffield Wednesday, you wouldn't have a clue. I said that on Saturday, to be fair. You know, if you just got plonked, if you didn't know what stadium it was, and you just had a look at who the fans were, you wouldn't have a clue that it was Sheffield Wednesday. There's no blue and white anywhere at all. So the players are just looking to come out of the tunnel. We're about 5 minutes away from kickoff. Let me get let the clock up. Let's have a look. There we go. Look. Hopefully the clock works this time. So those that were watching for the Portsmouth game, clock was all over the shop, but fingers crossed it's working this time around. What's your take on the the flames as they walk out of the tunnel? Would you like to see that at Hillsborough? It looks a bit tin pot if you're asking me. But American owners, that's what they're doing, aren't they? I was talking to Tom as well, the Birmingham City fan, and he spoke for a good 5 or 10 minutes, and he didn't even mention anything to do with like the team or the players or anything like that. He was talking about things like the fan zone, putting a big Birmingham City badge on outside St Andrews that's illuminated. Talking about like the infrastructure, sorting out the lower tier that was shut for quite a long time as well. All these things, all the quick wins and stuff that they sorted. Like I said, he wasn't even mentioning anything to do with players or investment into the squad or anything like that. And I just feel like as he was talking, there was so many similarities between us and them in terms of the situation that they found themselves in only 2, 3, 4 years ago, and where we find ourselves in now. I don't think they got quite to the levels that we're at, where, because we absolutely hate Chansiri. I don't know if they got to that stage where players weren't getting paid and staff weren't getting paid and stuff. But I suppose one way to look at it is, if we end up like Birmingham, then maybe all this pain is worthwhile. I don't know. It don't feel like it at the moment, does it? It doesn't feel worthwhile whatsoever. Kevin says, would be great for our young lads if they can get a point tonight, but to be honest, I don't think we will. Matthew DHgate also smashing it on Vinted. Yeah, be careful on there if people are flogging a genuine shirt as and it's a DHgate one. Do keep your wits about you on there. Dan says, hi James, Zach was pleased he got to meet you after QPR game. Yeah, apologies, I were all over the place after that game, where obviously you were walking one way, I walking the other. But no, nice to meet you. John's Mr. Optimistic tonight, 3-1 to us. John, you've got to put a fiver on that one if that comes in. I mean, what are the odds on 3-1 to us? It must be massive odds. I can't see him. Birmingham must be odds-on favourites to win tonight. Richard, yeah, if we had flames at Hillsborough, they'd want a fire safety certificate for the fuel. Johnny Owl says draw tonight would be great. Bring us level on points with Embargo FC. Yeah, we have got another embargo coming. Whether that's going to be tonight or tomorrow, or the day after, will be player wages not being paid. So we're currently on 5. That could be 6. We're on 5 points as well. Yeah, I wonder when if you've probably just seen on which side is it? That side there. I wonder when that kits were going to change around. They had us down as purple, but we haven't worn that purple kit yet, have we? So far this season, every away game we've played has been in the 3rd kit, obviously with the old badge, the iconic 90s badge, as I kind of like to call it. So yeah, Barry says stop going yellow and black. Yep. It's a difficult one though, isn't it? I think home games is just season ticket holders, and even then, not everyone's going. So that's definitely happening, 100%. Do get in the comments as well. I'll try and read out as many as I can. Freddie says purple kit will be one we never use, like the white one, 23-24. Yeah, I remember we didn't use the pink one, did we? A lot either. Or is that the season that you're referring to? I know which one you mean. Was it duck egg blue? But it was white. It was like a cream, the one with the collar. George Byers were wearing it for the kit launch. I know which one you mean. I've got that one. The A-up kit. Kevin says Owls win 2-0. Are you in the future, Kev? Is that what you're saying? Natalie, it looks foggy at Birmingham. It does. I think that's the smoke from the fire that they've had when they started. We have kicked off, and the clock is working. Hallelujah! There we go. And the clock is exactly the same as what I'm seeing as well. So I know people like to know what the clock is and stuff. So yeah, we are bang on time. So I don't need to pause it or anything like that. Apologies, I am going to have to blow my nose. I am coming down with something. It's definitely man flu, by the way. It's an absolute killer. George Nixon, is this Football Manager? That's coming, George. FM26, that's coming out soon. It's a watch-along, George. We're, Wednesday against Birmingham. Get it on. It's going to be interesting to see how we play. I mean, this is the 3rd time, well, other than George Brown, these players have played in quick succession. We can't rotate, can we? I mean, maybe we've looked at the Coventry game on Saturday and thought, you know what, we're more likely to get something out of this game than we are. And as Ingleson goes down on the left, he puts the ball in and it's gone out for a corner. A corner in the first minute. Cashin didn't look confident there, did he, as the ball came over? Good strength by Ingleson. Kevin, I love the purple kit. Can't wait for Clown Siri to go so I can get it. Yes. Barry Bannon getting a lot of boos as he goes over to take the corner. Obviously, played for Aston Villa back in the days. I can't see him in the claret and blue. Just doesn't look right. Bannon puts it in 6-yard box. It's headed away just to the edge of the box, and it's Harry Amass clatters into the Birmingham City man, and it's a foul just on the edge of the Birmingham City box. Jojo, yeah, we play football. Forgot about that. Mark, I'm recovering from man flu yourself. Are you all right, Mark? How did you survive it? It's an absolute killer, this man flu. Dan, I thought Harry Amass had a great game Saturday. Hopefully Bannon can play the pantomime villain with his links to Villa and we scrape a win. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I thought Harry Amass looked fantastic. I kind of wish we had another one of him to play on the other side, really. Just his little intricate passing, his close control as well when a man's coming on him. And just seeing now is he's just won a free kick. Exactly that. You know, he gets the ball and he's just quick on his feet. He's nimble and we can shift the ball. And we've played it really quick early. Ingleson's down in the corner, using his strength, but he's lost out. What can he get something from it? You know, Birmingham play the way out of trouble. But they've just given us straight back to us. We'll take that any day of the week. You know, with 3 minutes in? It's all right. Good start so far. I know it's only 3 minutes in. I'm not going to get ahead of myself, but yeah, we look bright and sprightly. And Birmingham City, for those that play golf, their centre back has just shanked it straight out into touch for a throw-in on this near side. Natalie, what time does the dressing gown of doom come out, James? Do you know what? I don't actually own a dressing gown. The wife has plenty. I don't actually own a dressing gown. It'll be hood up, pull the drawstrings, and look like Kenny off South Park. That's normally my look. Probably this one. Here we go. He's looking a bit tired, this one, actually, to be fair. I think I need to get a new one. Right, Ingleson with the throw-in. Looks like he's going to launch it into the box, and he does just that. It's 6-yard box. They've put so much pushing and pulling. Bannon on the corner of the box. Pops it in. The keeper should have come for that one, but there's... you know what? These defenders don't look confident. Birmingham have got it on edge of our box. It's a long shot. It's a block from Weaver. Brilliant stuff. I mentioned that against Pompey, the blocks and kind of putting the body on the line, and that's what Weaver did there. But it was a quick counter-attack from Birmingham. We've got to be careful of that. John, you must have got what Matt had on Sunday, bless him. No, he had an earache. He said he couldn't even string a couple of words together. Couldn't even string a sentence together. You know, he's affected his balance and stuff. Trevor says, come on, you Blues. What's this banner thing you were whinging about earlier? How long you got, Trevor? It's a banner to do with the protest, you know. That's a great tackle by Harry Amass, by the way, just as we're going down this left-hand side. There's nobody there for him to pass to. No, Trevor, it's a protest banner. It just says enough is enough. Black and yellow banner that we've taken to all the away games so far this season without any problems. But you've not let us bring it in for whatever reason. No idea. But anyway, we move on. Mark, Beecham's all in one. It's working, but slowly. Kevin says Sheffield double tonight. Owls win and Blades lose. Yes, Kevin, I would love that if that happened once again. At the start of the season, I would have said to you, there will be no Sheffield doubles. We've already had one already this season, so yeah, that'll be another one. Will be fantastic. We're 6 minutes in. Pretty steady so far. Weaver goes long. It's just headed straight away. Do you know what? That is something that against Portsmouth we were doing, is winning those second balls, and I think that's where you win these games. You know, with those second balls, you have to be better. And with playing 5 midfielders, you've got Jan Valery, Barry Bannon. I know Svante Ingelsson is trying to play a little bit further forward as we're really putting a press on Birmingham here. See if they can play out from it, and they do, but they have had to go long, but they've switched it and they've found another Birmingham City player. That is the only worry when you're pressing as well. We haven't got a big squad, have we? So when we do press, we've got to make it count. We can't be running around aimlessly. I don't think we did there, but it wasn't as effective as what it perhaps could have been. But Kev said Birmingham's hate for Bannon has extended to the banner. Yeah, seemingly, Kev. Yeah, definitely. They've gone long and it's gone straight out for a goal kick, and we'll take that any day of the week. Adams tweeted saying balloons being taken off us upon entry as well. Ah, dear. Anyway. Even Hovaf goes long. Do you know what? I hate those stupid little fouls, and the way that, this is for another day. I could go on a massive rant to do with this, but the way that people go down so easily, there's absolutely no need. It's a game of football. You don't need to fall over every 2 minutes, but the refs buy it, and it's a foul every single time. So, yeah, right. Birmingham come forward, edge of the box. Oh, get there. Oh, it's a goal. Stansfields gets it. Yeah, that's poor defending. He's neshed it. He's absolutely neshed it on edge of the box. I need to see that again. Keeper's not come out either. It's just a bit of just really, really sloppy defending that. You know what, we started all right as well, but you've got to do better. You can't nesh it. You've got to put your foot through it. It comes into the middle. Oh, Harry Amass. He's absolutely neshed it. He's come, he's just blasted it. Stansfield's got the block in, and then the keeper's stuck on his line. Ah, dear me. Yeah, it's a good finish. It is a good finish in the opposite corner. Got it all to do now, really. It's what a shit start that is. Ah, Carl, shocker. Trevor, do your protest at home games. You'll get no sympathy in Brum. What goes around comes around, Trevor, is all I'm going to say. Let's hope that you're not in any sort of poor situations next time you come round. Dunnoy, 4:15 kickoff in Adelaide. James, loving the graphics and setup, main. Tough game tonight. Yep, and we've now gone 1-0 down. John, no goal that. Johnny Howell says, I think Hovaf should have come for that. Yeah, definitely. George, we love a comeback. Yeah, Wrexham 2-0 down. We came back to draw that one. John, decent finish to be fair. Yeah, it was a decent finish. Yeah, and it just could have been avoided. The ball, it was a loose ball, and we didn't get there. We should have got there. We should have done better with it. Harry Amass, like I said, he's got to be stronger. He's just neshed it. Fair play to Stansfield. He's gambled and then he's got there, and yeah, I do agree. Hovaf perhaps should have done a bit better. He was rooted, and yeah, good finish, definitely. We're in the 10th minute, so Wednesday fans holding those black and yellow scarves aloft. I always thought it was going to be tough this evening, but we just made it. It's again, a goal conceded in the first 15 minutes, and it could be another one here. Furuhashi with a shot, team effort. Thankfully, we've got to be careful here. A second goal could be curtains, really. To be honest, I know we came back from 2-0 down against Wrexham, but I think Birmingham are a tougher opposition than Wrexham. To be fair. Kevin, bring Horvath off, and who will replace him? I don't think he meant for him to come off. I think he should have come for it. He was routed to the line. It's a bit rushed. Birmingham can sense a bit of panic, and they're kind of going for the jugular here. And we need to calm it down. We need to string a few passes together as we win a foul in the Birmingham half. It's semi-dangerous position. It's probably 10 or 15 yards further closer, should I say, than what the free kick was on Saturday for the QPR, for Iofa's goal, sorry. Dunoid's very avoidable goal, poor challenge from Amas. Key now is not to panic and quieten the crowd down, stop the momentum. Right, Bannon looking to cross this one in. Iofa is at the back stick. He's unmarked at the moment. Is this where it's going to go? You're going to probably think so. It is going to go to the back stick, and it does. Iofa's there. He heads it. 50-pence head. He didn't have his 50-pence head on Saturday, but he's definitely got it on this time. It's a poor header, and one of their players is down. And what's all that about? Why has the ref stopped it there? Absolutely no need. Old geezer watching here in Abu Dhabi. I think we could end up conceding 4 tonight. Hope you're wrong, mate, but you never know. George says, on your head, Iofa. Yeah, you could see that from a mile off, couldn't you? It was definitely going to him at the back post. It did get there, but just didn't quite get the same connection as he did on Saturday. Just looking at the Discord chat, which you can get access to if you go over to patreon.com/WTID pod. Jake says Horvath ain't doing his World Cup hopes any good. It's a crossing. Is that going to be a corner? No, he's kept it in. Oh, it's offside. Yeah, I must admit, with the chance from the Birmingham City fans, what the fucking hell was that? Obviously, after the 10th minute protest and things, which, it's all right when they've got the American owners in it. Really, they're short memories. Perhaps didn't think about what it was like 3 or 4 years ago, but it is what it is. Maybe they can't all be in solidarity like all the other fans, but it is what it is. Yeah, Trevor, just enjoy it, mate. That's all I would say. Just enjoy it. Jamal Lowe picks it up in the middle of the park. Oh, it's just... Bannon's played it off one of their players and they got it on the edge of the box. Stansfield, it's a great block from Ernie Weaver again. We've got to be careful here. We've got to keep his shape. We've got to be disciplined, because if we're not careful, we're going to be 2 goals behind fairly quickly. Birmingham is stroking it around fairly nicely. They've got a lot of space as well. They're kind of chasing his tails a little bit. I don't know if... Not too sure what formation they've set up in, but... As the ball goes out, and it's going to be a Sheffield Wednesday goal kick. I've just turned the stats on, by the way, so you'll see the stats kind of coming round in a second. I'm interested to see what he's saying. I mean, with 16 minutes in, I know we're a goal down, but what do you make to to the way we've started. I think other than that goal, I think we have looked okay. You know, it's not been all one way traffic. We have had a few chances, but it's just, again, we are just toothless, aren't we? In attack, we're not clinical enough. When we get into those situations, you've got to be a lot better. Just looking at some of the latest scores: Preston 2, Hull 0. That's at Hull as well. They're the only goals in the championship so far, other than this game, of course. George says the one player who will be paid on time is Harry Amass. Yeah, you're right there. And Ethan Horvath as well, don't forget. As Birmingham give away a free kick. And Bannon's giving a few verbals to Stansfield. He likes getting stuck in, doesn't he, Bannon? He looks frustrated so far. He was having a go when we conceded the goal. I don't know who to, but he wasn't happy. And rightly so, to be fair, but he's clearly frustrated again. Old geezer says, waiting for the camera to pan across and see DC sat talking to the owners. If he's sat there talking to the owners to sell the club, I'm all for that. Just seeing it flash up. One of Preston's goals scored by a certain Mr. Michael Smith. I think that's his first goal for Preston. Correct me if I'm wrong. So far this season, obviously, he was at us last time round. As Jamal Lowe looking to get the ball, but he's too much, and it goes out for a Birmingham City goal kick. Chloe says, I'm a Blues fan and embarrassed they aren't supporting your banners. Cheers, Chloe. It's a shame that the rest of the Birmingham City fans don't feel the same as you do. I think sometimes there's bigger things than football, to be fair. You know, football means so much to so many people. You know, this season is a write-off for us, really. When you look at it, we're not going to get many wins. We're not going to get many points. But yeah, we'll see what happens. That's a yellow card to Liam Palmer for something. Not sure what that was for. Trevor, we're not begging sympathy at all, mate. Like, where we're begging sympathy, like, super chuff. I'm a Blue Nose. I do have solidarity with you. I would support your protest. Sheffield Wednesday, one of the original old clubs. Yeah, it is the Wednesday Till I Die podcast, not the Birmingham City podcast. Bristol City have gone ahead against Ipswich. Yeah, Trevor, is there a Birmingham watch along that you can jump on, mate? Just FYI. Weaver interception, but Ingleson on his heels, not quite getting there. You know what? At this moment in time, I'd have to say we've just got to get to half time with it 1-0. And if it is just 1-0 or better at half time, then I think we've got to be happy with that. What we can't do is go 2-0 down in this game, because once we do go 2-0 down, I think Birmingham, they're very, very good at home. They'll just shut up shop and, or they've got enough to go for the jugular and really make it quite embarrassing. So I think, we've got to just be careful, and we've got to be a bit cute with it, I think, as well. The longer it's only 1-0, we are still in the game, and a draw today, if we can get a goal back, will be a good a good result. If you said to me, you'd beat Pompey, you're going to draw against QPR, and then you're going to get a point away at Birmingham and extend that unbeaten run, you would 100% take that. But we've got to score a goal, which, maybe George Brown off the bench. Who knows? He could go off the bench. He's got to score at some point, hasn't he? Surely. Maybe this is the one. Johnny Al ball just keeps coming back. Yeah, we can't hold it. I think we're relying on set pieces, really. And as we've got to throw him from deep. How long is Ingleson's run up? If he gets it into the box here, it's an impressive throw. Ingleson to throw it in. Really long throw in. Comes in, it's fired in. It's gone into the 6-yard box. It's headed up in the air. Go on then. Oh, Jamal Lowe just can't get his foot around it. And they've cleared it away and they've on the break. This is a quick break. Oh, it's a ball over. Come on, Horvath. Weaver, sorry. Yes, well done. Well done. Damari Gray running down the left-hand side. I think Birmingham should have done better there, to be honest. It was a really quick break from Furuhashi or Iwata, I think it might have been. It was Ingleson that actually got across and got the challenge in, but it looks like it's going to be a corner for Birmingham. I think that quick breakaway, they are rapid. Some of those players are really, really fast, and we have got to be careful. Could easily get caught out. I saw someone mentioning the passing accuracy the other day. I think it was in the Portsmouth game, saying it worried them. And yeah, 62%. It's got to be better when we're not having much of the ball. You've got to make sure you keep it when you do have it. As Ingleson goes down in the box, and it is going to be a free kick to Sheffield Wednesday, and the corner comes to absolutely nothing. George says, this has got last-minute Ugbo equaliser written all over it. George, I would agree with you, but I think I've probably had that thought about 17 times in the past year, and it hasn't yet come off. So, never say never. Dan says, Ugbo doesn't look interested at all, but a goal will do his confidence a world of good. Then Richard says, please can we ban the phrase, an Ugbo goal will do him the world of good. It's never going to happen. I mean, law of averages say he's going to have to score at some point, isn't he, Richard? But the fact that he just never, ever gets a chance, I think just says it all, really. Yeah, maybe we're never going to see an Ugbo goal. Mike says, if we keep setting up this way, are we easy to play against? What do you mean, Mike? Because I mean, we're playing a 5-3-5-2 with wing backs, of course. Obviously, it looks like when we're out of possession, both Palmer and Amas are tucking in to kind of almost make a back five at times. The midfield three are playing quite narrow as well as Weaver. It's a fantastic tackle down in that corner with Damari Gray. Great tackle there, and wins a goal kick as well. George says a Wednesday goal would do us a world of good. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong, should I say, George? Definitely. Ingleson tries to slide in, doesn't get there at all. Someone said it earlier, the ball's just coming straight back, and the front two, Cads and Jamal Lowe, it'll be interesting to see how many touches they've both had, because I bet it's not many at all. He's just coming straight back every single time. Let's have a look. Jamal Lowe's had 7 touches. Kadamatri's had just the 4. But I mean, in comparison, Damari Gray's only had 8, and Furuhashi's had 6. So it sounds bad, but maybe it's comparable. They've had obviously a lot of ball at the back as well. What they're doing just now is what Birmingham have been doing. When I was speaking to Tommy as well, the Birmingham City fan, he said that they try and have a lot of possession, and I looked, and it was only the Coventry game at the weekend where they had less than 50% possession so far this season. As they get down this left-hand side, Dom Iofa using his pace to get back, and he does well to force the Birmingham City player backwards as they look to get the cross in. It's blocked, comes out to another Birmingham City player. Birmingham City still have possession. They've got it centrally. Looks to shoot, and he high, wide, and handsome. If you're not subscribed, then do make sure you do that. I'm going to be live tomorrow as well for the debate show. You can have your thoughts on anything to do with Sheffield Wednesday. Maybe more stuff is going to be coming out in regards to the wages and things like that. Like I said, make sure you subscribe. 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be doing just that, and obviously we'll be back on Sunday with the main episode. Obviously talking about what happens this weekend against Coventry, if that game indeed goes ahead, as if people have been speculating. Joel, we have to find a way of keeping the ball. I definitely agree, as it does look a bit rushed. The ball goes into Jamal Lowe and it just bounces straight off him, and Birmingham City come away with it. I mean, we have actually won it back. Go on, Harry Amas. There's nobody there, but he's trying to find Cadamarcha, but it's cleared away by Birmingham. It's in the air. Weaver nods it forward again. Jan Valley is trying his best to get it on. It's a bit of hoofball at the moment. Oh, they've got lucky with that. Well done, Weaver. Get there again. Oh. Do you know what, Ernie Weaver? He is a old-fashioned centre-back, and he's flying in the tackles. But Birmingham have once again got possession, which really frustrating. Andrew Rowe now bottom of the league. Yes, Sheffield United have taken the lead against Southampton, it looks like. Old geezer, coaching staff on the bench watching your watch-along. Not sure about that one. Not too much tactical analysis insight on here. More man flu sniffling more than anything else. Richard says, has there been any news on DC spending his comic money? What money? Ain't got any money, has he, Richard? Ball over the top. Harry Mass does very well to deal with it. Helped him out by, I think it was Jan Valery back there, or was it Max Lowe? Might be Max Lowe in the end. I overheads it, but it goes straight back to one of the Birmingham City players. We've won it again. We can't string two passes together at the moment. Palmer battling down this left-hand side. That's not a foul, but he's going to get it. Ah, dear. Palmer's got to be careful because he has been booked already. I don't think that was a yellow card offence. But that Furuhashi just hustled and harried and just a lot quicker to the ball, and he's got to be careful, Palmer. Apologies if you just joined. I am coming down with some sort of man flu. Send Beecham's. Birmingham City have a free kick. Level with the 18-yard box. He's gone front post. It's a Barry Bannon-esque free kick. Doesn't beat the first man, who incidentally was Barry Bannon. And it's gone out for a throw-in. Old Geezer says, what's our value in League One? What's our value now? Like, we don't really know, do we? People have been saying 30 to 40 million at the moment in League One. I mean, you could argue we are already a League One side, to be honest, but probably 15, 20. I don't know why he doesn't give us away. Like, what is he holding out for? What is the need for holding on for this long? It's gone to the back stick. They've got on the end of it, but it's gone into the side netting. Lucky there. Really, really lucky. Corner comes in. It's whipped in. Oh, he's got to do better. How he's got his head on it, I have no idea, but thankfully it's still 1-0. This watch along sponsored by Andrex tissue paper. Oh dear. Just gone over half an hour. Still Birmingham 1, Wednesday 0. We haven't really had any chances, really. I know we talked about the first 10 or 15 minutes and we looked okay, but we haven't fashioned a proper chance, have we, really? There's been that half header from Iorfa, from that free kick. But other than that, we've struggled to really create anything. And you see there, shots 1 to Birmingham's 5. No shots on target. And we've had just 27% possession so far. And you can tell that as well. It's been quite dominant from Birmingham. They've really just strangled us and stopped us from really doing anything. I think when they lose the ball, they're very quick to win it back. And we just haven't got an out, have we? You know, we're Canamarchi and Jamal Lowe, the ball's just not sticking. And when they do get the ball, they're on them straight away and they're winning it back, and they can't offload it to anyone else. I think Birmingham City are working very hard to stop us from playing. It's clearly working. George, every time you react to any Birmingham chance, I assume they've scored. It does feel like that at times, to be fair. We're just not. I just look at us now, and you know, no disrespect to Birmingham City, but it's like we're watching. You know, well, we're making them look like Brazil at the moment, the way they're just stroking the ball around. But we're giving them so much respect, and rightly so, because we haven't got anything. You know, these players. All of them, bar Jamal Lowe, has played, you know, Pompey. Long trip down to Pompey, 90 minutes there. That was a tough game. They've played the 90 minutes on Saturday against QPR, and then they've had a quick turnaround, 2 days rest, and then they're back in it again. Birmingham, another away game. It was only Jamal Lowe that's had a bit any sort of rest. And you can tell they do look a bit tired, and we are just retreating. I mean, I know I did say earlier on, let's get to half-time at 1-0, and maybe that's what they are thinking. Let's just kind of limit them just to few chances and go in. Only 1 goal down. You know, the game's not won at half-time, is it? I mean, it's a real big battle with Barry Bannon there, and he wins a foul. Roberts, is that former Sunderland lad? Did he score that goal? League One playoff semi-final. I'm sure he did, didn't he? Patrick Roberts. Kevin, we're all Wednesday, aren't we? Yes, definitely are, mate. Although it might not think about it sometimes. Kerry, we are lucky the players are even performing since they haven't been paid. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's playing on the mind a little bit. You know, what do they do next week and stuff? You know, I know Barry Bannon were talking about football being a distraction as we go forward. It's a poor pass from Harry Marshall. Showed too much of the ball to the Birmingham City man, but we have won a throw-in on this near side, which is it going to be Ingleson to take it? It's got to be, surely, hasn't it? Do you know what, though, here? They've all retreated for this long throw. Just throw it short. Someone's got to come short here and just you've got to do something a bit different. It does go long into that 6-yard box. He's down. Come on, Bannon. It's out to Bannon, left-hand side of the box. Because out to Ingleson. He didn't really want it. He weren't expecting it. But we've won the ball back. No, it's not a foul. That is not a foul. Ingleson won the ball back fairly there. Yes, the player's gone down, but he's won the ball first. It's every time someone goes down, it's a free kick. It pisses me off so much. Jamal Lowe, he's through. Get in! Out of absolutely nowhere. Out of absolutely nowhere. I'm gonna have to see that again. I weren't really looking when that happened, but fantastic. Get in. Jamal Lowe with a goal as well. Let's watch it again. It's a Birmingham City. He switched it over. Harry Amass wins the header. It comes to Ingleson, and he just clips it through. It's poor defending. Is it Cashin? Oh dear me, it's poor. It's poor from Cashin. It's poor from the keeper as well. I mean, Jamal Lowe had to do a bit better really, but I don't care. It's gone in because he's hit it straight at the keeper, and it's gone through his hands. Yeah, you're right, Johnny. Absolutely out of nothing. You know, Ingleson just clipped it through. And you know what? He's capitalised on it. Two really poor mistakes there. Really, really poor. I wonder if Trevor's in. Trevor, are you there, Trevor? Trevor? Are you there, mate? Just wonder if you're still watching. Get in. I said, if we could go in at 1-0 down still at half time, it would be a great result. If we could go in at 1-1, absolutely fantastic. I mean, look, I think on the balance of play, I don't think we really deserve it. I think Birmingham have done very well. And just as I say that, they go forward, but Ethan Horvath comes to deal with it, and deals with it really well, actually. And Ingleson picks up on halfway line. Harry Amass coming forward. He jinks left, jinks right. But we retain possession. We'll do that. Bannon switches it with a diag. He looks for Palmer, and he finds him. Palmer back out to Valerie. Valerie chinks left and right. He's on his left foot. He hits one, and it goes wide. Do you know what? Like, that goal has just given us a bit of confidence. I don't know if it's knocked Birmingham, but I was just saying before, I don't think we deserve that goal at all, if I'm being perfectly honest. But you've got to take your chances, and fair play to Jamal Lowe. He's capitalised on that mistake. Yes, he perhaps could have done a bit better with his shot, but he's got it on target. The keeper's got to do something, and he's made a mistake. So, they'll be going in at half time. I know there's probably another 7-8 minutes of this first half to go, but they're going to be going in at half time, and they're going to be gutted that it's 1-1, and we're going to be, well, absolutely delighted that it's back to 1-1. So, but we have got to get at half time first and foremost. We can't get ahead of ourselves as the ball goes up to Jamal Lowe. Canamarchi couldn't get there either, and Birmingham come forward, and it's a clip forward. It's quite easy. They're just going straight through our midfield. We're just totally bypassing it, but we've dealt with it and we've cleared it, and it's Birmingham ball. It's literally end to end these past couple of minutes since we've scored the goal. We need to settle it down a little bit. It doesn't need to be this hectic. Trevor's still watching intently. Good commentary. I would have dropped both the keeper and Cashin after Saturday. Yeah, I was talking to Tommy Conway, I want to say his name is. And, Tommy Kelsall. Tommy Conway, he's a footballer, isn't he? Tommy Kelsall, I was talking to him, and he did say we should have started Neumann instead of Cashin. Cashin had a poor game the other day. Well, he called it. He'll be going absolutely spare, having seen that mistake as well. Who would have thought? Get Beadle in goal. But this is why I love football, isn't it, at the end of the day? Like I said, you look at the possession stats. What are the possession stats? I'm sure they don't look great in our favour. I bet we're, 25% possession? Something like that. 27, yeah. But yet we're 1-1. We've had one shot on target, Jamal Lowe, and that is it. That's all it needs. One chance like that. When we look at the passes, 88 passes, that's it. We've already had the ball. But it looks like, if we can hold on, we'll go in at half time at 1-1. I am just going to set up a Twitter Spaces as well for half time when the whistle goes. We'll if you want to come on and have your say and let me know what you thought to this first half, then you can do just that. Let's try and multitask for a second. I know it's not. I know it's difficult. Right, half time. time reaction. BCFC. We're 10th here and say it's 1-1 already. I've done this before. I've got it ready. Right, let me plug this in. This time, I'll remember to put my headphones on so I can actually hear people as well. Big art show, multitasking possible it is, mate, innit? As Birmingham City come forward here on this right-hand side, but we've been resolute. We've got back. Barry Bannon does slip and lets Birmingham get forward, but they're not really getting anywhere, Birmingham. But they are on this right-hand side now. As 3 men go down to him, Max Lowe, Harry Amass and Svante Ingelsson, all going over to win possession, and it's a Birmingham City throw-in on this near side. Bannon, it's a poor touch. It's a dived in. Got away with that one. Got away with it. George Henrik will have a plan for half-time. Second half will be a different team. Hopefully. George, Agent Beadle. George is Jeremy Beadle, yeah. They've got Jeremy Beadle in goal now and James Beadle on the bench. I think we've responded well to an early conceded goal. Let them have possession. They haven't hurt us, to be honest. We can win this if we stay disciplined out of possession. It's difficult, though, isn't it? It's difficult to not have the ball, especially when they're as dominant as what they are. And Ingelsson goes forward, but it's a big tackle. And they've won a throw. They've won a throw-in. I didn't think it was. Run punch, would like to see Henrik go for it. Palmer off for McNeil. We're not quite there yet. All right, let's not get too carried away, you know. I mean, he is on a yellow card, though, so I do kind of... If there's anyone to take off, it probably would be him. They're switching it to this near side. Patrick Roberts plays it inside on the edge of the box. He looks to get it back. It's just a bit too much for him. And it's gone all the way back, and they've had to start again. Going forward, across into the box. Another header by Ernie Weaver. It's popped in. Deal with it. Stansfield again. He's that kind of fox in the box, isn't he? He's pounced on it and he's smashed it. And I don't know if it's got a deflection or not. I don't know if he's given a corner, but no, Weaver's just couldn't deal with it. But by the way, I think that's Ernie Weaver that's deflected that wide. It is Ernie Weaver. What a player. It's a header at the back stick and it's hit the side netting. Got to be careful at that back stick. Cashin's looking for that back stick. He's got the better of... is it Palmer that's marking him? It's twice that he's got the better of him there. Palmer didn't even jump. But yeah, Ernie Weaver, what a block that was. I mean, hopefully we can see it again from behind the goal or from the opposite side, because he slides in, and again, I mentioned it in the Portsmouth game. I think he had 13 blocks. I think that was clearances. There was a lot of blocked shots in that game. As there's 2 minutes of added on time, we're into that first minute already. A reminder: do head over to Twitter Spaces, where you can. Let me start it now. Actually. It didn't work last time. I hope it does work this time. We've got about 30 odd seconds left of this first half. Hello to everyone that's just joined the Twitter Spaces. There's about 30 seconds of this first half left. I thought I'd start it now to be prepared. Last time there was issues, but it looks like it's working all right as Birmingham City come down this left-hand side. Dom Iofa gets tripped, and it's going to be a free kick on this far side. Surely the whistle's going to go for half-time in a minute, and a yellow card has been brandished for Jay Stansfield for, looks like, dissent, I think it is. If you're over on Twitter Spaces, do press that request to talk button and I will bring you up. I want to hear what you think to that first half. So far, the whistle surely is going to go any minute now. Do let me know what you think. It's 1-1. I must admit, it didn't feel like it was going to be 1-1 at half time. I thought we did well to keep it at 1-0. And as the whistle goes, it is half time. Birmingham City won. Jay Stansfield got that goal in about in the first 10 minutes. And then it was Jamal Lowe. You've got to say fortunate with the goal that he scored. Capitalised on a mistake at the back. Their keeper's got to do a lot better. Do press that request to talk button. Do come up. I want to speak to you. I want to hear what you thought to that first half. Don't be shy. I can see people are already in here and waiting. Press that request to talk button on the bottom left, and I will bring you up. Old Geezer said that Palmer was rooted. I think that was for that chance that Cashin had at the back stick just from that corner a moment ago. Kevin, we need a chant for him. I'm guessing you mean in Ernie Weaver. There is a chant about Victoria Beckham, which I will not repeat on here, but you will have heard it. I'm sure you will have. Danny says Palmer nowhere near good enough. It's tricky, innit? Look, I thought last season Liam Palmer had a tricky season, but look, who else is going to play? Like who else is going to come in for him? We haven't got anyone else to play in his position, have we? Joel will take that. Yeah, what do you if you're on YouTube, get in the comments. What did you make to that first half? Are you happy with it being 1-1? I mean, we've got to take it, haven't we? Really, it's. I didn't think when they scored, it was all them. We've had less than 30% possession in that first half, which we knew that Birmingham were going to keep the ball. We knew that they were going to make it difficult for us, and obviously when they went 1-0 up so early on, they didn't really create that many chances. They had a few. Cashins had a couple of headers at the back post from set pieces that we've not dealt with. But other than that, we have limited them to not much. I mean, Ernie Weaver, by the way, what a guy. The block for that chance just before half-time, that was a certain goal. Jay Stansfield were probably nearly wheeling away in celebration. But he, again, putting his neck on the line, something that we don't typically see from a Sheffield Wednesday side. I don't mean this side. I mean just historically, we don't seem to do that. But certainly doing that there. Come on, people, press that request to talk button. I want to hear from you. Go in the kitchen, get away from everyone else. Come and have a chat with me. See what you tell me what you thought to that first half. Surely you've got some sort of opinion. Zach says, "Hi James, first half not bad, but could have been better with the defending." Harry Amass just neshed it, didn't he? Really, with that first goal that Stansfield scored, and fair play to Stansfield. He did just capitalise on it, and here we are. Right, Ben's come up to speak. Ben, how's things, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. You?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. What did you make to that first half so far, Ben?
No, it's just usual, innit? What you typically see week in, week out. For all that guys just said Palmer's nowhere near good enough. Fuck me, come on. You're on about players who are playing turning up for Birmingham away who aren't being paid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to put a bit of context on it, don't you? Really, there is. What are they going to be thinking? Do you know what I mean? They've got to. We're asking them to turn up and perform at the highest standard, and they haven't been paid. They got an email yesterday saying, "Sorry, lads, there's no money to pay you." They're not going to be. I suppose it's when you look at it like that, we have got to contextualise it a little bit. But what did you make to that performance though? Did you expect us to go in at 1-1 once they got that first goal? Because I didn't see it.
No, not all. To be honest with you, I know this sounds really bad. I speak to my dad. My dad lives in Fuerteventura, and before he moved away, we went everywhere with Wednesday. And I said to him all the time, it's got to a stage now where every weekend when Wednesday play, I don't expect anything. I generally don't. I don't expect a point, 3 points, and all we can take from a game is a bonus. So they played. They played all right. Birmingham kept ball. They haven't really created much, but they've been all right. But it's just one of them, and it's so deflating. And I find, I don't know. It's just going back to what I just said before. Some comments, even still now, what you see on Twitter, Wednesday fans must be most fickle fans in the world. I can't get my head around some of the stuff what they come out with. That baffled me then when I've just said that with Palmer, just in terms of that. Yeah, do you know what? Is he up to Championship standard? Probably not. But he's turning up. He's turning up week in, week out, like you said, because we ain't got no one else to cover there. But he's turning up again. And
Liam Palmer, he's made,
baffling.
412 league appearances for Sheffield Wednesday. Been here since, 2010. Still here now. He's 34 years old. Like, he probably, if you think about it, he probably thought last season's my last. Do you know, like, when he's looking at his career, he's thinking, you know what? Yes, I could possibly go lower. He could have followed Patterson to MK Dons or something like that. He could easily play League One, League Two football. But in end, he's still playing Championship football. He probably didn't expect it at all, but he's put them boots on and put a shift in. And I think we've got to be careful of digging players out because really, like, the situation that we find ourselves in is not one that they thought they'd find themselves in, really, is it?
No, 100%. And you know what? You can sit there and you can watch performances. You can find. Don't get me wrong. That first half, I find it frustrating. And everyone will find it frustrating in certain aspects where you jump off your seat and say you should be doing this, you should be doing that. That was shy. But it's like I've just said. I know I keep going back to it, but you've just got to go back to the same thing. Situation at club. No one's being paid. Players aren't being paid, and yet they're still turning up. They're trying to do a job. Away end, sort out again. It's one of them, mate. I mean, only standout what I'd probably say from first half were Harry Mass. He's you can tell. I can't remember who said it. I think it was 1867 on Twitter, and he said it. I think it was last week. He's levels above. He's outstanding. He's brilliant.
You can see, can't you? It's just for me, it's his intricate control on the ball, and he's that kind of got that low centre of gravity. He can quickly turn, and he has two players coming towards him, and 9 times out of 10 he either gets past him or he wins a free kick, and it kind of alleviates that pressure, and you can build from it, can't you? Where I know he's made a bit of a mistake for their first goal. He's neshed that challenge, but again, Birmingham got lucky with that ricochet, and it's fell for him quite nicely. I mean, what did you make to Sheffield Wednesday's goal? Because I think it came out of absolutely nothing. It kind of caught me by surprise when he went in.
Do you know? Do you know what I did? I think I was looking at my phone when it went in. I heard telly go off. I heard telly go off. My phone started beeping. Looked up, and obviously they scored. But it came out of nowhere. I think Eric Kafshin, he tried bringing it down with his left foot, didn't he? And he came off his shin, and obviously Jamal Lowe went through and put it in. But
their keeper's got to do a bit better, though. To be fair, it's. If that were us and it were Horvath that had done that, Christ Almighty, I dread to think what we'd be saying, to be honest.
No, do you know what? I completely agree with you. What I would say is, though, to be fair, apart from that, Martial did come a bit. He went a bit stern in tackle, but to be fair, what would keep doing? Why did he stay on his line?
Yeah, I've no idea.
He should have.
Yeah, I've no idea what we're doing. Ben, I'll let you get off, mate. Sounds like you're in demand. So, Ben, thanks for coming on, pal.
I'm in demand with a 10-year-old. Good man. Thanks very much, mate. Cheers.
No problem, Ben. Thanks for coming on, pal. Do really appreciate it. If you want to do what Ben's just done, do press that request to talk button on the bottom left. We've probably got another 5-10 minutes, maybe, given the stoppages in that first half. Whilst I'm waiting for people to come up and speak. If you're watching on YouTube and you're wondering what the hell I'm on about, head over to X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Click that purple icon that's on my profile picture. Click join space, and then you can press request to talk, and you can come up and I can have a chat with you. That's exactly what another Ben Martin this time. I'm just going to read a quick few comments out as well. Kevin says, amazed it's 1-1. I said we won't get anything from this game. Come on Wednesday, prove me wrong. Starmer says Palmer's a legend. Richard says our first team is not as shit as people think it is. Let's come to Ben Martin. How's it going, mate? You all right?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. A lot better now. It's 1-1 at half time. I thought it was going to be a very long evening, but at least it's made a little bit more interesting for this second half.
I reckon that's because I called Jamal Lowe out for going missing, and then 2 minutes later he's popped up and scored. But happy to see it go in. It has the feel of for me watching it has the feel of a bit of I don't know, it's a bit flat. Almost feels like a friendly. There was a lot of parts of that play where just nothing was happening, and that's from both sides. Can't just label that at Wednesday because the players haven't been paid. I thought Birmingham were pretty pretty slack as well.
I think though I mentioned it. I don't know if you've been watching, Ben, but I mentioned it kind of halfway through. Well, after we went 1-0 down, in the next 10 or 15 minutes, I did say that we've got to be careful here. We've probably got to, if we're getting at half time and still 1-0, that's a good result. We're still in the game. What we don't need to do is lose the game. Once it's 2-3-0, like it was against Bristol City, there's no real coming back from that.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was petering out to nothing, and they had that danger that this game could have finished 1-0, and just not gone anywhere. And then, I mean, a calamity of errors for our goal. Ingleson's lofted it over, Cashin's fluffed it. Jamal Lowe tried his best not to score, and the keeper's helped him out. So, I don't know. I was happy to see it go in, but it was an absolute shambles, wasn't it, from that. I'd like to see a bit more pace up front. I know Jamal scored. I feel Bailey would be better suited. I think he's a bit lost out on the right. I think he'd be better pushing against their centre halves. I'd just like to see a bit more mobility up there, I guess. But
yeah, I mean, the ball's just coming straight back, though, isn't it, Ben? Whenever it goes up to either Cadamartri or Jamal Lowe. And this is what I said about George Brown when I saw him, certainly against Leeds in that cup game. I was like, he's trying to hold the ball up and he's giving us a bit of an out. And I feel like we've not really got that. The ball is just bouncing straight off. And fair play to Birmingham, because on the press, they're pressing us all over. They're not giving us an inch anywhere, and we're finding it difficult to get out. The only time we have a bit of joy is down this left-hand side with Ingleson's been linking up quite well with Harry Amass, and we've actually got down there a couple of times. Barry Bannon coming in to help, not really come to anything, but other than that, like we're not really winning the battle in midfield. And I suppose when you look Valerie Bannon and Ingleson, are we really going to win the battle at midfield? Probably not.
No, I don't think they are, especially in the middle. Ingleson finds himself a bit further out on the left, and there's not really been an awful lot happening down the middle. But I wouldn't want to go route what I mean. Their centre half must be 9'3". He's you're not going to win anything against him in the air. So we've got to move it around quickly and get in behind. And I'd just like to see a little bit more pay. I agree with you about Brown. I thought his hold up play's been really good recently, and the partnership with him and Kadamatri's been good. The only downside is they're both young, and we don't want to suffer burnout. But then we're also not blessed with a squad big enough to cope with what the fixtures are.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see us making any changes at half time, to be honest. I think, Palmer's on a yellow card. He's got to be careful. We don't want to lose him to a red. The last thing we want to do there is him pick up a needless challenge, which he probably could do as well. I can see Palmer doing that. I mean, I know he's got an experienced head on his shoulders, but it's one of those games where when you are under the cosh, you don't want him to nesh a challenge and let them just run straight past you, or do the opposite and put a challenge in and get a yellow card. So it wouldn't surprise me if he came off at some point. I know people are saying Charlie McNeil, but that is kind of rolling the dice a little bit. But you look at the bench and
we have to go back for a back four then, don't we? And then it's whether we've got that ability to keep them out with a 4 and not a 5.
Yeah, but you look at the bench though, and you've got other than Ike Ugbo, we've got Gabe Otzegbeyo, Sean Fashira, Charlie McNeil, Joe Emery, Logan Stretch, the goalkeeper, Jarvis Thornton, Yissa Alau, and George Brown. That is it. It's, he's not really gone to the bench, Henrik, at all this season, really, has he, to kind of change it or do anything? We're just going to rely on the starting 11.
It's hard, isn't it? Yeah, how can he? I mean, I suppose as a bonus, the opposition don't know what to expect because they've never seen any of them play. But he's got to trust in the lads that we've got, and I think as Emery played right back in the cup games, he looks okay. But again, it's a step up, isn't it, against Birmingham in the league?
Yeah, and when you're talking, he's going to be coming up against who would he be up against? Damari Gray on one side, and then I think they've got Iwata, I think, on the other, maybe.
Stansfield seems to drift out left as well, doesn't he? I don't know.
I mean, look, they are quick players, and again, I think we're just going to have to stick with what we've got. I think if we were losing, maybe you can roll the dice a little bit, but whilst ever it's 1-1, I think we're probably going to stick with what we've got. Ben, massive thanks for on, pal. Do really appreciate it as always.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for coming on. If you've only jumped on the Twitter Spaces, by the way, I am doing a watch along over on YouTube that you can come and join me on as the players look to come out for the second half. Birmingham have come out first. Wednesday players are out there already. I must have missed that just then. So yeah, jump over to YouTube. You'll find, just go to YouTube at WTID Pod or the Wednesday Till I Die podcast. You'll find us over there, and you'll catch me for the second half. I will be doing another one of these at full time, maybe 5 minutes before the full time whistle. I'll start this going, and you can get ready for the full time reaction. Fingers crossed, we're talking about at least a point, maybe all three. But no, thank you very much, everyone that's jumped on the Twitter Spaces. I'm going to end this now, and we'll see you over on YouTube. Cheers, guys. Right, so it looks like the second half is just about to get underway. And I don't think there's been any changes. Correct me if I'm wrong. Looks like it's exactly the same for both sides. Yeah, no changes at all. I was just looking at some of the stats as well. Let me just take them. Let me take them off because your ears get really sweaty. Right, let's read some of these stats. I was just looking. Defensive stats from Wednesday. 6 clearances from Dominic Iorfa in that first half. 3 clearances from Ernie Weaver. 3 block shots from Ernie Weaver as well. Obviously, one being that one from Stansfield right at the death as well. All hands to the pump out there. Tackles-wise, Ernie Weaver, again, 3 tackles, 3 clearances, 3 block shots. I mean, we're talking kind of before the season got underway, and we were talking about kind of finding a diamond in the rough. I think Ernie Weaver is that man. Like, give him a new contract now. I think actually there was talk about that earlier. We can't actually, I think it was on Talk Sport saying that some of the 16-year-olds turning 17, they'll be looking for a first professional contract, but we can't even give them a professional contract. The EFL won't allow us to do that, which is absolutely embarrassing. I'm sure Ernie Weaver, he's already on a professional contract. He's 19 years old. The ball goes back from Barry Bannon. Even Orfaf manages to clear things up, which is good. Ball forward. Oh, trying to be too cute. Ball goes up to Jamal Lowe. He's tried to play it around the corner to Ingleson, but the pass wasn't really on it. He doesn't get anything on it, and it's Birmingham pick the ball up at the back. I'm going to read some comments out if I can as Birmingham go forward, a ball in, too close to Horvath, and he's collected the ball very easily. Danny, he not though, he get it done every time, that's the truth, even if he does turn up every week. I think that's in reference to Palmer. Yeah, I think Palmer is I mean, look, I'm not Palmer's biggest fan. I do, in normal circumstances, I think this is probably one season too many. However, you know, like we've not really got any other option, have we? Who else we're going to put there? I think you put one of the young lads there, and we could find that he's not as good as Liam Palmer. So I think we've just got to, you know, kind of make do with what we've got at the moment. And look, we're not really going to say any bad word about Liam Palmer. He's an absolute legend. You know, what is he, 4th in the list? 4th or 5th in the all-time appearances. As we win the ball back, we've won the ball high up the pitch, which is what we were trying to do against Portsmouth, and but we've given away a foul, and Birmingham City will get the ball all the way back to their goalkeeper. Josh says, how long until Pierce Charles is back in the sticks? Anyone know? They said after, well, actually, yeah, John Smith's answered my question. They originally said after the next international break, which is the second week in October. I know that because it's over my birthday weekend. My birthday is on the 9th. If anyone wants to send me anything in the post, I'm not going to give my address out, but you know. For Real Gameplay says, we've got to stop overthinking things and focus on supporting the team. Pedersen will 100% have a plan for this second half. Just got to come out guns blazing, keep the fair fouls. Yeah, I do agree. The tempo needs to be up a little bit. We need to, but we can't we've got to be careful as well, because a point again would be a good result. I don't think we've just got to park the bus, because I think that's going to be we're just asking for all sorts of trouble there. But I think we've got to pick our time, pick our moments accordingly. We're not going to be able to push for the full 45 minutes. We might see that again, it's like maybe we're just hoping we get to 60 minutes of like still 1-1 as Birmingham City player just kind of jinks in and out of 3 or 4 challenges, but he's eventually dispossessed, and we go down this left-hand side, and Harry Amass, couple of step overs, he comes inside, finds Ingleson left-footed. Ingleson picks it up again. We've still got the ball. Barry Bannon, keeper, gets in the way, and Ernie Weaver has it on the halfway line on this left-hand side. It's Barry Bannon again. We've got a bit of possession here. It's all right. It goes back to Weaver. Weaver gets caught a little bit, but it looks like he's got away with it. Iofa making a bit of a hash of it as well. Come on, get back, lads. Stansfield on the edge of the box, right-footed, whips one in. What a save, Horvath. Big left hand from Ethan Horvath, and he pushes it to his left, and it goes out for a corner. But Stansfield picked it up. He had space, and he came forward. He was probably 20 yards out, and he's whipped it with that right foot. And Ivan Horvath, fair play to him, full stretch with his left hand, and he's got a good strong hand on it. Ernie Weaver's got caught in possession, and then there was a couple of opportunities there where we could have dealt with it, and we've not done that, and we've nearly got punished there. But great save. Gone for this back stick again. They've looked for their number 4, Clara, the captain, but it's headed away. Bannon loops it up over halfway. Jamal Lowe running. He's got there. He's been brought down. It's going to be a foul. Is it going to be a foul? Yes, it is. A foul and a yellow card for Patrick Roberts. Cheers, Mark. Thank you very much. Great commentary. I said I weren't going to do commentary, but you just kind of get in the flow of it, don't you, really, when it starts happening? I must admit, it's a lot harder than you think. You think to yourself, you're watching Sky Sports or you're listening to Radio Sheffield, and fair play to the Radio Sheffield lads and any commentators, by the way, because it is a lot harder than you think. I have no idea who any of these Birmingham City players are. Jay Stansfield, I know who he is. Erin Cashin as well, I know him. Other than that, not really got a clue. Deep, looking for Iofa once again, but it doesn't get there. Ingleson, left-footed, puts it in, cleared. It's Valerie just pumps it in the air, and oh dear, Harry Amass has gone straight over the top. It looks all right though. Horvath goes long, but he does slip. But the Birmingham City defence is a bit of a mix-up. Harry Amass, can he get a cross in? No, he can't, but it goes out for a corner. Come on, Wednesday. Oh, he's done. Asai Samuel is down, and he looks in. He's done that universal substitution hand signal. Everyone knows that, don't they? This one, that's Bill. This one's sub. Oh, I think he's just. I don't know what he's done there. He's blocked it with his right foot. I think he's just overstretched a little bit. Looks like his ankle that he's holding. But once again, it's just a long ball that the Birmingham City have just not dealt with. I remember watching the highlights for the Coventry game, and I think it was there. I want to say Coventry's third goal were very, very similar. It's just a long ball over the top, and they've just not dealt with it. When you turn Birmingham and they're running towards goal, they do look like they're struggling a little bit, and that's exactly what's happened this time. And yeah, Harry Amass, he jinked one way, left, right. He couldn't really get an angle, but we've won a corner, so. Let's see if we can do anything from this corner. Let's see if we can beat the first man. That would be a start, wouldn't it? Craig, you're a little behind me. Well, I'm about 17 seconds behind the clock. I don't know why that is. Let me try and. I'm not going to refresh it. Next time it goes out for next time there's a delay, I'm going to try and refresh it and see if see if I can get back on time. Barry Bannon looks to take the corner. Left-footed, of course. I don't think I've ever seen him use his right foot. You've got 4 players on the penalty spot. You've got Ingleson, you've got Weaver, Cadamatre and Valerie. Iorfa at the back stick. It's probably going to Iorfa, if I'm being honest. It's going to go back. It's going to go to the back stick to Iorfa. He's going to look to head it across the box. Oh, come on. Is that going to be a yellow card? I thought he went to his pocket there. He hasn't. It's Iorfa and one of the Birmingham players that are tussling. And the Birmingham players just... Southampton have just equalised against Sheffield United, by the way. Just to let you know. Iorfa, back stick. It doesn't get there. It's headed away right by Birmingham. Harry Amas gets it. He's back to Bannon on this left-hand side, who finds Jan Valerie. He's crossed it in. It looks like it's going to go out for another corner for Sheffield Wednesday. It's got to be... The delivery has got to be better. Got to win that ball as well. We've got to get first contact on the ball. When we're not going to have many chances, we're not going to have much possession in this game. So when we get chances like this from set pieces, we've got to make the most of them. We did that at the weekend. We got a goal from a free kick, but we need to do better. Looks like we've set up exactly the same again with 3 or 4 people on the penalty box. It has gone deep to Iorfa, but it's been defended quite well. And it's going to go all the way out, and Valerie leaves it for a throw-in, and it looks like Ingleson's going to trot over to take this throw-in. He's going to throw it in, long throw-in. He's probably going to be looking for the penalty spot, looking for the head of Iorfa, no doubt. Martin says, I'm so impressed with the spirit of this team. They've not been paid today, for fuck's sake. Yeah, agreed. Ingleson, with that long throw, fires it into the 6-yard box, and it's headed away by Birmingham City, only as far as Ingleson, who loops it in deep with his left foot. Iorfa heads it goalwards, and it's the Birmingham City goalkeeper who just collects it fairly easily. He was kicked it long, but it's gone straight back to Sheffield Wednesday and Ingleson on halfway. And it goes all the way back to Ethan Horvath, who'll go pump it long, looking for Bailey Cadamatre, headed away by Birmingham City. And on this left-hand side, just on halfway, and he's chopped down by Harry Amas. And it's going to be a free kick. It was taken really quickly. They've gone long, and Sheffield Wednesday will have it on the halfway line. It's a bit hectic at the moment. No, neither side can really string many passes together. But they have got it now. They've gone on this right hand side. They've got a little bit of space. 18-yard box, chopped in on his left foot. Can he get a shot off? No, he can't. It's a shot from Stansfield. No, it's not. It's Tommy Doyle. But if it was American football, it's good. Straight over the bar, no problem whatsoever for Ethan Horvath. Right, I'm going to try and refresh it, see if I can get more on time. I've lost a bit of time somewhere. Now I'm about 15 seconds behind. Birmingham City are going to make 3 subs. Obviously, we forced QPR into making 3 subs at half-time. Birmingham are doing exactly the same. Tommy Doyle comes off. He's replaced by Pake. Looks like Leonard and Kumas are also going to come on for Birmingham City. There's boos as well from the Birmingham City fans. Then clearly not happy. I think it was with that Tommy Doyle substitution. For Real Gameplay says, have you seen Wilder's being given a red for kicking a ball at one of the home fans? You can't make it up. And the 1-1 as well. Osai Samuel comes off for Leonard. He was the man that was down injured, I think. And Patrick Roberts comes off, and Kumas comes on. You'll probably think that name is... you recognise that name. Yes, he is the son of Jason Kumas, who... was Jason Kumas Who did he play for now? And the name rings a bell. I know he is his son. I want to say he was at Liverpool, but I might be wrong. Cardiff he was at, weren't he? He was at Liverpool in his youth career, but I wouldn't have known that. Stansfield tries to cross it in, but it's another block, this time by Max Lowe on that left-hand side. But Birmingham have still got it. A little delicate pass forward, but it's going to be easily collected by Ethan Horvath. Yeah, Jason Kumas played for Tranmere, West Brom, Wigan, and then Tranmere again. A couple of loans at Cardiff as well. But no, that's his son. Jan Valery on this right-hand side. He's got through. He's going to get into the box. He took it a little bit too far, but Birmingham have rushed it. It's only gone to Liam Palmer. Right, Valery again. What can you do? Crossed it in. It's blocked, and it's going to be a throw into Sheffield Wednesday on this right-hand side. So it's going to be an in-swinger this time for Barry Bannon as he trots over to take it. Yeah, the Kumas that's come on is Lewis Kumas. He's at Liverpool. That's why I knew the Liverpool. Anyway, in swinging. But Barry Bannon, it's gone deep and it's gone sailing over absolutely everyone and it's gone straight out for a goal kick. Kumas, left-footed, straight over the bar. That wasn't even a shot, by the way. It was a cross that he put in. I'm just looking at his comment here, and Sam reckon Isike is coming on. I was like, I thought you'd just bashed keyboard and got all letters all wrong there. I was thinking we haven't got a player called that. I've just had a look. He's one of the Birmingham City. I forget that Birmingham City fans could actually watch this as well. So. Cheers, Sam, for the view. Pigs losing, get in. Come on, lads. You know what? They need to get this message to Wednesday fans somehow. Another Sheffield double would be absolutely fantastic if we can get it. John, credit for putting Valery in midfield. Think he's been good in there again. Yeah, I do agree. I think also, I know we've been talking about Palmer earlier, but Palmer wasn't working in midfield. So I think he's worked both ways. I think Valery is good in there, but I also think, it's worked for Palmer. We've put him in his more better position for him as the ball goes forward and Cadamartri holds onto the ball, does really well there to hold on to possession. He could have easily given it away. And Iofa pumps it long looking for Jamal Lowe. That's got a thankless task really of leading that line. And it goes all the way back to the Birmingham City goalkeeper. Yeah, and we are now not bottom as well, by the way, as it stands currently. The ball goes forward. Come on off your line. Horvath does just that, and he collects it, and it's very, very easy. 62 minutes gone. It's still Sheffield Wednesday 1, Birmingham City 1. At St Andrews, of course, as it's a long throw. This time Cashin does deal with it. That's handball. Surely, referee. Bannon, left-footed. Go on, son. Bannon on the edge of the box. He's twisting and turning. He can't get a shot off, but he's still got the ball. Go on, Bannon. Oh, fantastic. Lovely. Crossed comes in from a mass. Ingleson can't control it and Birmingham clear it. That was fantastic football by Barry Bannon. They couldn't get the ball off him. He had it on the edge of the box. He was twisting and turning. He couldn't get just get a space to get the pass off. And again, he's doing it again. What a player. Bannon's got it again. The boos coming from the Birmingham City fans. They won't be happy with this. As I mentioned, well, I think both QPR and both Portsmouth did exactly the same. They've underestimated Sheffield Wednesday, and they've probably thought it was going to be a walkover. Most of those fans inside St Andrews would have thought it was going to be 2, 3, 4-0. Certainly when they went 1-0 up after 8 minutes. As it stands, it's 1-1, and they're getting frustrated. And I think this second half has been fairly even, to be honest. They haven't had that many chances. Birmingham have made 3 changes. The fans aren't happy with that either. So they're getting frustrated. Look, I know there's still a long way to go. There's another, 25 minutes of regular time as the ball comes out. It's poked forward to Stansfield. Is he going to get there? He does, but it's gone out for a goal kick. Well done. Looks like Stansfield's picked up a bit of a knock. He's hobbling a little bit. I don't know what he's done there, but he's gone down. Doesn't look great for Jay Stansfield. He's telling the trainer not to come on. I don't know what that was all about. No idea what that is for. I mean, obviously, if the trainer did come on, he would have had to go off for 30 seconds, of course. But he looks like he's hobbling a little bit. I don't know if he's all right or not, but who cares? He's not a Wednesday player. Kevin says, mind the gap, Chris Wilder. Kevin, come on Wednesday, let's have the double. John Ugbo winner coming up here. Richard says, once Ugbo gets a goal, it'll do him the world of good. I might have that on a T-shirt. Is that a bit disrespectful to Ike Ugbo? A long kick. It's gone out for a Birmingham City throw. Deep in their half. I mean, if we do hang on to a point here, it'll be absolutely fantastic. 3 games unbeaten as well if we do that. Ball up to Jamal Lowe, just can't quite control it. And Birmingham City clear up to halfway. Max Lowe and Barry Bannon doubling up on Damari Gray, and he draws a foul. They played advantage. It was a foul, to be fair. I think it was either Bannon or Max Lowe who chopped him down on this left-hand side. In a bit of space, Birmingham. Ball comes in, looking for a Birmingham player, and it's Amas who's just nodded it behind for a Birmingham City corner. Big Artie Shaw says, what we need now is hooper time. Haha. Yeah, I wonder if that bloke's in that box behind the goal that we're shooting towards. A couple of Birmingham fans dressed as empty seats in that corner there. Johnny, Birmingham 90+2, Bannon 90+2 winner, and cue the meltdown in Birmingham. Birmingham City take the corner. It's gone to the front post. It's not beat the first man. Weaver gets it away, and it comes out to Harry Amas on this left-hand side. Now it's Bannon over halfway. He's looking for Hamas down that left-hand side, but it's blocked, and it's a throw-in to Sheffield Wednesday about 5 or 10 yards just into the Birmingham half on that far side. Looks like we're going to be making a change. George Brown coming on for the goal scorer, Jamal Lowe. So it's back to Cadamarteri and Brown up top. I've said I want to keep that partnership together as much as we possibly can. I mean, Jamal Lowe, he's got the goal. He's not done much else for that, though. You know, other than that, should I say, which... But he's got a goal. We can't slag him off. He was in the right place at the right time. He's got the shot on target. He's got the goal, and he's the reason why we're 1-1 at the end of the day. But I am glad that George Brown's coming on. He's got 25 minutes to do something. I think he's going to be strong. I think he's going to bully some of those Birmingham City defenders. They haven't looked too convincing at times, certainly when that ball's been going over the top, and George Brown does like to spin and get in behind and turn the defenders and get them running towards goal. He tried that a few times on Saturday against QPR as well. Didn't quite work for him, but we'll see what he can do against a tiring Birmingham City defence. It's not been as easy as what Birmingham City would have thought, I think, tonight. I don't think they were expected, certainly not when they went 1-0 up inside 10 minutes, that there would be, 20 minutes until full time and level either. So credit to Sheffield Wednesday and how we've done. And Iorfa puts a big boot on it and it goes sailing straight out of play for a throw-in about 20 yards out from goal that Birmingham City will take. John Smith says, Brown on, come on, lad. Definitely, and Birmingham City come forward and they get over halfway. Ball's gone forward, he's not closed down, and Kyogo out on the right-hand side. Harry Amass will close him down. He's down near the corner. Iwata with the ball, plays it all the way back, and they look like they're going to pump it into the box. It's gone deep. Liam Palmer nods it out, but it's still Birmingham. They've got it on this left-hand side. Kumas gets it in, and it's shanked by Dominic Iorfa. He's put it straight out for, looks like a corner, I think, for Birmingham City. $70 gone. Still Birmingham City 1. Sheffield Wednesday 1. Big Art Shaw said the lads have put a shift in. Proud of the team. John, did they get paid a bonus for a draw? Oh, hang on. Yeah. Near post, headed away. Birmingham City still have it. Comes to the edge of the box. They're working it round. Dumped it into the back post. It's going to skip on the turf. Kumas is going to keep it in. He's got a man over. It's going to be right-footed. Whipped in. Headed by, who is it? Ernie Weaver again, but it's still Birmingham that have it on this right-hand side. Crossed in again, another header out. This time it's Cadamartre as they have a shot from 25 yards out. Stansfield hits it. Valerie blocks it, but it's still Birmingham City now on this left-hand side. Floated it in, and it's gone sailing straight over the crossbar. No trouble for Ethan Horvath, who leaves it, and it's going to be a goal kick to Sheffield Wednesday. George says £1 a point paid at the end of the season. They're on a £5 so far, George. Could be £6 after end of today. Stansfield's down. It looks like Lyndon Dykes, Scottish international, looks like he's stripped off and ready to come on. He'll probably be replacing Stansfield. I was looking, when I do the preview show, I look at kind of stats and stuff and have a bit of an insight into what Birmingham are like, or whoever the opponents are. And I looked at Lyndon Dykes has had 2 shots this season. 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. So it's what you want, isn't it? Prolific is what you say on that one. Obviously, he doesn't get many chances. I think that's because he's not been playing. He's probably been getting chances like this, 15, 20 minutes at the end of a game, but you wouldn't want to meet him, would you, in a dark alley? Skinhead, tattoos everywhere. I mean, I know I'm stereotyping here, but he looks a mean guy, doesn't he? John, they're turning the screw a bit now. Come on, Wednesday. Yeah, it's going to be... I mean, look, a game ebbs and flows. They were always going to be more in this game than us. They were always going to be putting the pressure on. They've got a bigger squad than what we have. I would argue, better players than what we have. They've not got, youngsters making debuts last week playing in their side. So they're the favourites. They're at home. They've not lost for a long, long time. What did I say? 500 and something days, I think it is. April the 10th, 2024, the last time Birmingham City have lost a game. And how wonderful would it be that the first game that they do lose after that the longest unbeaten home record, I think, in the top 4 flights so far. And how fitting would it be for us to actually to be the team that beats them? And Lyndon Dykes has dispossessed Dom Iorfa, but he's gone to Weaver and he's cleared. It's a bit scrappy. Dom Iorfa's got caught a couple of times there, but the ball goes out and it's going to be a Sheffield Wednesday throw. Don't know you'd take a point now, to be honest. Yep. totally agree. I'd have took a point before kickoff as well. As the ball goes over, Weaver. What a challenge from Max Lowe, by the way. Kyogo is through. Ernie Weaver's gone for the header. He's misjudged it. It's gone through. The keeper's not come out. Kyogo's got onto it. He's hesitated a little bit, but Max Lowe has slid in. Absolutely last-ditch challenge. What a challenge. I've seen two of those. Ernie Weaver did it in the first half. Max Lowe in the second as we nick it off the Birmingham City player on halfway, and it's going to be a yellow card as he brings down Bailey Cadamartre. Just watching it now, Kyogo goes through. What a tackle from Max Lowe. I think Kyogo boots Max Lowe's foot, which is why he's in a bit of trouble. He is up, he is walking, he seems to be okay, but what a challenge from Max Lowe. Bannon, the ball's about 6 yards in the Birmingham half. It's a very deep free kick. This is going to go down my offer at the back stick 100%, and it's floated in. Doesn't quite get there. It's headed away by Birmingham. Harry Amas goes in for a challenge. Ingleson wins a header, and he's clattered. Lewis Kumas just goes flying into him, and he's absolutely flattened him. There's another free kick, and it's in a, I wouldn't say it's in a dangerous position, but it's certainly a lot closer than what the previous one was. It's a chance to get it in the box, and it's a chance to get something on goal. Right, let's get a good delivery in the box. Barry Bannon stands over it. He's going to take it left-footed. Is he going to look for Io for the back stick? It goes there. It's a goal! Get in! Is it Brown? It is! George Brown! What a goal! Get in! Come on! The away end in absolute raptures. You know what? I said it needed to be a good delivery. I thought he was going to go to Dom Iofa, but he didn't. He put it in on the 6-yard box. Nobody picked George Brown up, and he's got there first. Just watching it back now. George Brown is unmarked. 6-yard box. He's just got there first. The keeper's... I don't know what the keeper's doing. What a finish. George Brown sneaking in at the back stick. Oh, it's poor defending, but what a finish by George Brown. Come on. Do you know what? Fantastic delivery. Fantastic goal. And do you know what as well? This second half, I think we've fully deserved it. We have fully deserved it in this second half. Old geezer, Tony geezer song. Mark, yes. James, you're going to be going mad in 2 minutes' time. You've obviously you're a bit ahead of me, are you? Absolute scenes. Get in. George Brown's on fire. Your defence is terrified. George Brown's on fire. Ooh, na 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 na. Come on. Are we taking a point now? Of course we're not. Come on. Do you know what? I fucking love football. I fucking love football. Oh, dear me. Kev, get in there. Fuck Chansey if these players are earning. Do you know what? These players have been told they're not getting paid as well, by the way. Can I just point that out? It's a crossing from Kumas, and Bannon puts it behind for a Birmingham City corner. a big 15 minutes or so now. Need to dig deep. We've got that 2-1 lead. Can we hold on to it? Come on, Wednesday. I'm exhausted. John, where's Trevor? Where is he? Where is Trevor? Mind the gap. Sheffield United. Corner comes in. Horvath fists it away, and it's going to be a throw-in near the corner flag on this far side. It's all hands to the pump. Birmingham City are going to throw absolutely everything at us. And what have we got? Birmingham fans are absolutely going mental. Ball comes in, it only goes to Bannon. Bannon will pump it clear, and it's Ingleson that's going to stride forward, but the keeper's come off his line. Come on, Wednesday. Birmingham, left-footed, cross it into the box. It goes to the back stick. They're going to pump it back in again, and they do. It's a header. Dykes heads it. Horvath left it, and he left it well because it was going wide. Didn't trouble him at all. Martin Di Piede with the corner flag. Was that at Birmingham? Not sure, Martin. Maybe people in the chat will help me out as it's offside, I think, Harry Amass. We've just got to keep it calm. Keep your shape. No, nothing silly. I know they're going to be tired. Tiredness is going to be setting in, as I mentioned. Vast majority of these players, other than, it's only George Brown and Jamal Lowe that haven't played the full... the full 90 for the past 3 games. Jamal Lowe's gone off, of course. George Brown has been replaced. There's going to be some tired legs out there, but they've got to dig deep because, I thought we weren't going to get many points this season, but as it stands, we're on 8 and we're going to halfway line. Max Lowe's dispossessed and Birmingham come forward. Slipped in. It's across the back. Get it out. It's a shot from the edge of the box and he's hit it into the ground. It's a poor effort and it's bounced straight into the hands of Horvath. Do you know what? I'm going to have a heart attack in these last 10 minutes. I don't know about anyone else. Wigan, don't close the Velux. There's no bugs in the house as of yet. John, this team, James, I know, this team. Literally just putting absolutely everything into it. And do you know what? Let's give Henrik all the plaudits as well. Like, it can be called a happy clapper as Birmingham pump it in long. It's headed across back. Well done, Kadamatre. Kumas goes to cross it in. It's blocked by Iof and it's going to go out for another corner. How many corners have Birmingham City had? It feels like they've had loads so far. 8 corners they've had. Blackburn are losing 2-1. Derby are losing 1-0. They take it quick. It's on the edge of the box. Birmingham City, pile driver over the bar. It was a decent effort, but it was always going over. I can't take it anymore. It's every game is just a massive, massive effort. And you know what? Like, we didn't expect anything, did we? I didn't expect anything this season. Every point we get, I feel... Oh, by the way, have you seen just dragged Ingleson down? God, it's going forward. Ingleson just looks to chase it. Head it. Glenn, the Coventry City fan. Hang on, Sheffield Wednesday. Blues are so poor. Wigan, our Brum long ball in it. Looks like it's Wigan Owl. Kerry, as it's as I've always said, when the chips are down, we always rise to the challenge. Andy, I'm 30 seconds behind you, James, but don't want to jinx out by pausing you. Glenn, fair play to the players for performing like they have in such adversity. As the ball goes in and it's a header from Birmingham City and it's gone wide, the clock is ticking and it's not ticking fast enough. 84 minutes. It feels like the last 5 minutes have taken an absolute age, but the clock will keep ticking. Come on, Wednesday's just digging deep. This will be a fantastic result. Looks like, is it Barry Bannon that's down getting some treatment? I'm knackered. Looks like Bazzi's going to come off, unfortunately, which is not ideal because he has had... Oh, look at that. The Birmingham City fans are streaming out of St Andrews. Oh, unlucky, son. Sean Fisher is going to come on for Barry Bannon. You know what? He has absolutely ran himself into the ground, Barry Bannon. And you know what? You don't expect anything less from him, do you? He has put an absolute shift in that cross. Chef's kiss for George Brown. I said it needed a good delivery, and he gave it just that. That's 2 in 2 weeks. Is it another assist? I'd love to see what his key passes metric is again, because he's leading that metric by some margin as well, I think, in so far this season. But no, he's come off. Come on, please. Weaver with another header. Lyndon Dykes wins it and Birmingham have got it inside the Wednesday half. They look to come down this left-hand side and it's cleared by Palmer out into touch. Henrik Pedersen clapping inside his technical area. Do you know what? He'll be absolutely delighted with how they've played. Because I'm delighted. I'm sure you're delighted with how they've been performing. The camera keeps going to the is it the chairman, the owner? Fuck off. I don't want to see him. Get it on pitch. I'm not bothered. Down this right-hand side. What's he going to give? It is a goal kick. Fantastic. 86 minutes gone now. There's going to be, 7, 8 minutes left in this game. Horvath's going to take his time, and I don't blame him either. The double is on. Chris Wilder, you've come in and you're facing another Sheffield double. I know I've gone early, but I don't give a shit. I don't really care. Harry Amass just boots it forward. That's all we can do at the moment. George Brown looks to challenge, but Birmingham will come away with it. And they're going long. They're pumping it forward. They're looking for... And it's gone straight out of play and it's gone for a Sheffield Wednesday throw. Nothing's going right for Birmingham at the moment. And do you know what? A credit to how we've played. You can say that Birmingham have not been on it. I'm sure they'll say they've not played very well tonight. And they're probably right. But also, you've got to give a massive credit to Sheffield Wednesday for turning up as they have done. I'm just seeing Matt's dad over there. Camera's panning over. Matt's dad in the black and yellow scarf. I don't know where Matt is. He's clearly not stood with his dad. Weaver goes down and it's going to be another free kick. Just frustrating Birmingham City. Birmingham City haven't lost a game in the league at home since the 10th of April 2024 until Sheffield Wednesday have come into town. They haven't been paid, the players. The players haven't been paid 5 months out of 7. The owner is an absolute fucking arsehole. And yet we're beating Birmingham City 2-1. Do you know what? This team, man. They don't know when to give up, do they? They don't know when to give up. Birmingham have got the ball in their own half and they pop it out to this right-hand side and they look to come over halfway. Ingleson looks absolutely spent, but he's chasing back and making it difficult for Birmingham City. They now come over halfway and they spread it out to this left-hand side. Cochrane goes back to the centre-back. The Birmingham City are probing, but they can't get an opening. They're going to pump it into the box, and they have done. And it's headed out by, is it Jan Valery? Brown holds the ball up, and he goes back to Ingleson, who'll blast the ball forward, looking for Veli Cadamarteri, who's going to chase. Go on, Cadamarteri. Or is it a mass? Apologies, it is a mass. Cochrane on this left-hand side, just coming over halfway. Oh, what's happened here? Which way is it given? Yeah, it's gone to a Sheffield. Oh. Do you know what? You know, if the shoe was on the other foot, I would be going absolutely mental. But just looking here, it's Palmer on this. Oh, that isn't a foul. Palmer's slipped, and I think he's got a push as he's down on the floor, but he slipped. He's a lucky boy there. He's a lucky boy, Liam Palmer. I would be a bit pissed off if I was a Birmingham City fan, to be honest. Wigan Owl mapping is making me have kittens. Are you like this at the matches live? I am terrible at the game. If you listen to the match day special that I did, you'll probably hear me as well. This is what I'm like. 8 minutes of injury time. Birmingham have got it 20 yards out. They go back. They're going to pump it forward. It's going to be everything. Come on, hold on, please. George Brown, oh, he's won a foul, has he? Yes, he has. Fucking get in. That's exactly what I said about George Brown. The ball goes up to him and it sticks. Every time it goes up to him, he holds on to the ball and he can win you free kicks like that. That's so valuable. Richard, don't do that to me. You've said fuck's sake. Is that for the eight minutes or what? I know I'm slightly behind on this one. It's just wave after wave after wave. Birmingham will pump it forward again, looking for in the box, and it's headed out by Liam Palmer. Palmer, boy, puts in a good blocking, and it's gone out for another corner. I think that's corner number 10. I think it is for Birmingham. Yeah, Richard, don't do that to me, mate. I thought there were a goal coming. Kevin, we all had us beat even before the season started. Henrik and the players said, "Fuck that, watch what we've got." Yeah. It is such a spirited performance. I can't put into words. It's just that word proud as the corner comes in. The keeper's come up already. Come on, the keeper's out of his box. Come on then. It's on this near side. Palmer. Crosses, comes in. Oh. It's a fantastic ball. The keeper couldn't come for it, and they've... players are sliding in, but they couldn't get that touch. And thankfully for us, it's gone out for a Sheffield Wednesday goal kick. John, this is painful. Come on, hold on. Agreed. I'm trying to set up the Twitter Spaces full time. It doesn't look like it's playing ball, unfortunately, which is a bit annoying. Nothing's happened, by the way. I haven't missed anything. Palmer's gone down. Has he been replaced? I've not. He's going to be replaced by Gabe Otukbayo. Is he going to be allowed to make this sub? No, he's not. Another There's going to be 4 minutes left. There's 8 minutes added on. We're 4.5 minutes in, but there's going to be a bit more added time. I've just set up the Twitter Spaces if people want to jump on and get your reaction. It's 2-1. Last dying minutes. 4 minutes left in this game. Birmingham City have it on the edge of the box. They pump it in once again. It's a header from Birmingham City. Oh, Fischer's kicked it up in the air. Deal with it, someone! Damari Gray has smashed it. Is it Weaver? Once again, what a player. Fischer's sliced it up in the air. Ivan Horvath doesn't deal with it either. It's landed and it's been smashed goalwards, but Ernie Weaver once again with a block. Deary, deary me. Otukbayo now comes on, so we're back up to full strength. Oh no, it's come on for Cadamartri, so Palmer is still on. It's all hands to the pump. Keeper's up for the corner. It's gone deep, back stick. Ivan Horvath catches it. What a catch! Oh, dear me. Just watching the replay of that effort, it's got to be a foul on the keeper, to be fair, but Ernie Weaver, look at him celebrate. He celebrated that block like it was a goal. A reminder, if you're watching on YouTube, do head over to Twitter Spaces where you can get your match reaction. If you are on Twitter Spaces, then press that request to talk button. As soon as the final whistle goes, I'll be getting your reaction. Just give me 2 minutes to send the tweets to the Sheffield United fans, of course. You know, we're on course for yet another Sheffield double. I didn't think you'd be saying that, did you, at the start of this season? Ethan Horvath with a kick from his hands, sails, and you know what? The one time where I don't care that the ball's gone out of play from Ethan Horvath. Birmingham have it, just coming over the halfway line on this far side. Ingelsson, jockeying. Come on, Ingelsson. Put a block in. It goes back. It's going to be pumped into the box once again. Lyndon Dykes. Come on, deal with it. Get it away. Yes. Offside flag. I am going to have absolute kittens. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Dear me. What a result this is going to be. 30 seconds left of the 8 that's added on. I feel he's going to probably add another minute on, you would have thought. He's headed away and it's gone out for another Sheffield Wednesday throw, this time on the halfway line. Slow it down, lads. Slow it down. Otukbayo's got it. He's going to throw it long down the line. Get in the corner, son. George Brown nods it on. Liam Palmer will put the defenders under a bit of pressure. Oh, Ingelsson, you didn't need to dive in there. They come over the halfway line. Come on, put a tackle in. Oh, Sean Fisher, fantastic lad. We're into added on time after the added on time. It's going to be a long throw. Is the keeper going to come up as well? Cochrane with the throw-in. Keeper has come up. Come on, Wednesday. Come on. Please. Please, it's headed. Oh. Oh, Jamie. Edit, clear it. Oh. No words. No words. Do you know what? Do you know what? Those lads have given absolutely everything. Literally. Just watching it now. The ball's popped up in the air. Oh, it's hit the bar and it's come down and it's gone in. It's a good finish. What a just sickener, absolute sickener. It's a good finish. And it's an acrobatic finish as well. Damari Gray, he has got some talent, that lad. It's just popped up in the air, headed clear, and cruel. Do you know what, though? Again, let's take the positives from it. It's a point that we didn't think we were going to have. You know, we have the Birmingham City fans are going to be celebrating like they've won the game, but they're going to be the ones that are disappointed. You know, we're in the 100th minute now, 90 plus 9. Long ball forward. Jan Valery turns. That's a foul, referee. We've won the ball back and fire. It looks like what's happening here? Domayofa's got a yellow card. We're still playing, by the way. What are we doing, by the way? Yeah, look, we can talk about the added on time and stuff like that. Where did that stoppage come from? You know, I don't think there was 8 minutes, but it is what it is, and we can't do anything about it now. We're now 3 minutes over. Yeah, Kevin's still proud. Yeah, 100%. We can't be disgruntled. You know, a point is a fantastic point in all circumstances, but and the full-time whistle does go. It's ended. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Birmingham City 2 at St Andrews. So cruel. Do you know what? The players there, they haven't been paid. They've put an absolute shift in. They've come to St Andrews, a team that have not lost since the 10th of April, as I keep mentioning, 2024. It looked like we were going to be that team to do it. 99th minute. Oh, absolute sickener. Do you know what, though? After 8 minutes, was it 8 minutes, the goal that went in for Birmingham? Yeah, 9th minute, Jay Stansfield scores. It's 1-0. I did fear the worst, to be fair. Jamal Lowe gets the goal after 37 minutes. We didn't really deserve it in that first half, to be fair. We battled hard. We didn't really create a great deal. We didn't deserve to be 1-1 on the balance of play. And then we came out in the second half, and I think fair play. We put Birmingham under pressure. And we get that goal from the set piece, and Birmingham have just thrown the absolute kitchen sink at us, and you know what? It is what it is. These things happen, don't they? You can't be too down about it. If you are watching, or should I say listening on X Spaces, do press request to talk. I want to speak to you. I want to hear what you have to think about that draw. It's finished Sheffield Wednesday 2, Birmingham City 2. That's 6 points that we're now on for the season. Just absolutely gutted for the lads. Absolutely gutted. But you know what, though? We have to be proud. We have to be proud of the way that they've battled on. Again, as I mentioned, these lads haven't been paid. They've woke up today, they've checked the bank balance, and the money's not there. That they should have been paid. So we can just be, nothing but proud of the lads. When we were 1-0 down, I must admit, as the first half was going on, I didn't see us scoring one goal, let alone two, and getting into a position where we could potentially win the game. I think, showing pictures of the away end there, they've all stayed behind, they're all clapping. A sea of black and yellow. I think we need to look at the bigger picture as well, and the bigger picture is that, we need new owners. Do press that request to talk button, by the way. I want someone to come up and let me know what you thought of this 2-2 draw. I don't think, again, before kickoff, let's look at the positives. Like, before kickoff, if you'd have said it's going to be 2-2 and you're going to walk away with a point, I think anyone would have took that. It's just the way that it's happened, isn't it? The manner. I won't say the manner. It's just the 99th minute. It is just an absolute sickener. They'll think that they've won the game. It always feels like that, doesn't it? When you score such a late goal. I mean, I think if we had to pick out a man of the match, it's got to be Ernie Weaver, hasn't it? Surely. Some fantastic blocks. He did one in the first half, which was an almost certain goal, and the one in the second, which was going to be definitely a goal. He is such an old-fashioned centre-back. He just puts his heart and desire into absolutely everything. I mentioned it earlier on in the Watchalong. If at the start of the season, we were hoping that we were going to find some diamonds in the rough in terms of some of these youngsters that have not been given a chance, not played any professional football in their careers, these 18, 19-year-old lads that we've got. And in Ernie Weaver, we have found that. He has, so far, I can't fault him. He's played 3 games now, and he must be absolutely knackered, that kid. But he puts his heart into absolutely everything, dies for that badge, as Neil Warnock once said. But yeah, just a spirited performance, just a battling performance, and we're going to need them this season. Just so gutted. If you are on X Spaces, press that request to talk button. Surely there's someone that wants to come up and have their say. We can talk about absolutely anything. We can talk about the performance this evening. We can talk about the ownership problems. We can talk about anything that you want. Do press that request to talk button and come up, and I'll speak to you. I'll come to the let's come to the comments then. Before we do that. These lads ain't be paid again. What a shift. Proud of them. That's from John. Scott says, gutted we didn't get the win, but it's still a very good point. Excellent performance from the boys. Andy Marshall, who's the happier team? Well, it has to be us, doesn't it, really? I don't know, actually. Birmingham will think they've snatched a point from the jaws of defeat. I don't know. Certainly, I'm happy with the point. I'm gutted that it's not 3. I thought it was going to be 3. I thought we were going to hold on. I couldn't believe it in the end when they scored so late on. John, cheers for this again, James. No, I've enjoyed it. It didn't feel like it in the last 10 minutes. I feel like I've had a heart attack. But no, I have enjoyed it, really. Enjoyed spending it with all you guys here as well. Mark, the Pitsmore Owl robbery, that after 8 minutes, and he still doesn't blow. Proud. Really, really proud. Kevin, really proud of our team. We're all Wednesday, aren't we? Mark, proud of the team tonight. We definitely got robbed, though. Jam the Sun, I'm down about it. 11 minutes of injury time is total bollocks. Kev, thanks again, James. Really enjoy these watch-alongs. Yeah, I will be doing these throughout the course of the season. Obviously, I've got a season ticket at Hillsborough, so I will be going to the games. But any away games, I will be doing these watch-alongs, so do make sure you join us. Obviously, we're at home on Saturday. We've got Coventry in that lunchtime kickoff. I've not even looked past that, to be fair. I've not even looked at the fixtures, but we'll find out. I'm gutted, but very, very proud. That is the word, isn't it? Proud. I think everyone's been saying it in the comments. Kevin, Horvath should have had that shot. It was chaotic, weren't it? We can pick holes in it, Kevin, but it is what it is. Daryl, lads, I went through it with you, Blues fan here. I'm saddened by your current situation. I wish you nothing but the best. Proper city, proper club. Keep right on, lads. Don't stop the fight. Kerry says, I'm sure Alex Ferguson wasn't the ref. Could have been. That was Fergie time, that one, weren't it? Definitely. Up the unpaid Owls, says Melissa Houghton, played their socks off. Very proud. Adam, considering they are supposed top 6 side, what a result. Proud of the lads. If I hadn't been paid for 4 months on time, I wouldn't be there. So fair play to them all. I just want to say as well, hats off to Henrik Pedersen, who's reportedly come out and said that he didn't want to be paid until all of the regular quote unquote staff, the non-footballing staff have been paid, which I think is just a credit to the man, really. And I think you would know that he would say something like that when you see him and you hear him and things like that. So hats off to him. Chaz, devastated for the boys. Ref robbed us with injury time. What a team. Joel, fantastic job done again tonight. James, brilliant content. Cheers, Joel. Thank you very much. Like I said, I'll be doing these for all the away games so far this season. Mike, Blue Owl, have we found a new striker? Well, leading goal scorer with Bannon so far, George Brown, 2 goals. Not had many chances either, but when he got these chances, he's put them away, hasn't he? So, yeah, I'm excited for him. He'll be crying out to play on Saturday. Saturday is going to be a different beast, by the way. Coventry are scoring for fun. It's going to be a tough game, but we'll see what happens. Roger says, diehard performance from the lads. Unbelievable. Looks like James wants to speak as well. James, I'll come to you in a second. Kerry, definitely loving the watch along, James. Yeah, thank you very much. Tom, since I've been boycotting games, this lives have been superb to still get my fix, albeit by different means. I'm glad everyone's been enjoying these things. I didn't, something that I've been kind of umming and ahhing with. But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy doing these watch-alongs as, and also we're better away from home than we are at home, aren't we? So I've kind of picked the better games to do, which, do you know what, I've just seen the goal now and it's come down off the line. I don't know if it was over the line or not, but it's hit Otubeyo, hasn't it, as it's come down and gone in. Had it might have not gone in. I don't know. Let's come to James. I can see Paul wants to speak as well. I'll come to you in a second, Paul. Let's come to James then. James, how you going, mate? You all right?
Yeah, not too bad, James. It's one of them, and it's
gutted. I think is the word, isn't it, James? Gutted.
Yeah, I was biting my nail. I don't think I've got any nails left. So we got 2-1 up. I thought, yes, I was delirious. And I think I agree with one of the comments. I think we have found a decent striker in George Brown.
Yeah, I do as well. I think he needs to, he's clinical. He's not been getting many chances, but the way that he was holding the ball up right at the end, winning those free kicks. I think he's something a bit different from what we've normally got in here, really.
Yeah, tonight was a very scrappy game from both sides. To be honest, a referee. I can't really fault the referee because he was bad for both teams. He was blowing up for silly things for both sides, so I can't really fault the ref if he's just bad in general. But I think he added the extra 2 minutes on because of Palmer when he went down on the 94th minute. I think he went down.
Yeah,
I think he may have had a minute on for that, and obviously the goal went in, so the extra 2 minutes came from that, I suppose. But good. But
what a performance, though, James. I mean, you look at it as a whole, and then you take a step back and you look at it and you kind of contextualise it all and say that these lads haven't been paid. The whole situation that they find themselves in, we've got literally no players whatsoever, but they're all fighting, and Henrik's got them all playing, and in a weird way, he's got these lads all playing for each other, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and I'm going to say something a little bit controversial now, but could it be that Henrik Pedersen was the mastermind behind Danny Roll's success at Wednesday? Ryan Clough and his assistant?
Well, it could have been. Josh Windass come out and said that Henrik Pedersen was behind most of the attacking stuff that happened. maybe from a tactics point of view, maybe, but I also think that maybe, Henrik might have learned quite a bit from Danny Röhl in the way that he was with the players in terms of, behind the scenes, and a lot of thought going into all the decision making and stuff and the tactics. I don't know. Only he will know, and I suppose only the players will know that. It's very difficult to say, but all we do know is we've got Henrik Pedersen in charge, and he's doing a better job than I thought that they'd be doing. I didn't think we'd be sat here with 6 points, and we've got more points than embargoes, but give it a couple of days and that wages embargo will land, and it'll be back to 6 embargoes and 6 points, won't it, James?
Oh yeah, definitely. And talking about that, we've got 6 points now, but 6 points that are going to be taken away either this season or next season in Championship or League One.
Yeah,
all depends what the EFL want to do.
Yeah, James, I'm just going to bring this comment up from Tom. He says, honestly, results are somewhat futile with a points deduction on the way. All I'm looking for is a bit of pride in the shirt, and they deliver that, especially with those young lads. James, thanks for going on, pal. I do really appreciate it. I'm just going to move on because I've not got much time, and I know that Paul wants to speak as well, but thanks for coming on. Really do appreciate it. Paul, how's things, mate? You all right? Paul, are you there? You've unmuted yourself, but I can't hear you, Paul. So I don't know what's going off. You might want to just jump back out and jump back in, Paul, and see if you can get it working, because I can't hear you at the moment. Scott says, fair play to Henrik. If only that knobhead at the top had some morals. Yep, here. I do definitely agree with that one. George says, has anyone seen Matt? Where is he? Where is Matt? Where's he gone? No, I talked to him earlier. He's, I'm sure he's going to be as gutted as everyone else. Carter's When Wednesday Draw, United Lose. Yeah, that's the new song. That's how the song goes. I'm not going to lie, I was getting a little bit excited, thinking that it was going to be another Sheffield double, but alas, it wasn't to be. Adam, so we need 50 embargoes to stay up. You know what? If we carry on, I think we might get to 50 embargoes with the way that things are going. Is there that many rules that you can break? I'm sure Chantier will try to find them. Let's come to Paul then, see if it's working this time.
Are you there?
There
Are
we
you
go.
there?
I can hear you, yes. How's it going,
Brown
Paul?
and gold until it's sold.
Well,
Brown and gold until it's sold.
mate, everyone's been saying the word proud, and I think that kind of does sum up that performance, doesn't it, really, despite conceding so late on.
Yeah, I think so. I'm just like, you hit on it a few minutes ago with the other caller. It all doesn't matter because, we're going to, somebody's going to piss on the bonfire very shortly, as we know what's happened for the last 8 years in regards to points and things like that. I think the club's got a bigger fight on its hands, but I'm really proud of them lads. I'm just getting angry. I get angry watching them, having to put them boys through that because of one man who probably, I'd love to know if they even get a call tonight to say, well done. I'd love to know. I bet. Do you know, how does he get Wi-Fi under that rock that he's so far under?
Yeah. I mean,
it gets me angry.
The other thing as well, Paul, is obviously, yes, I want us to do well. Yes, I want us to get points and stuff. But it's twofold, this. Like, first and foremost, one is, isn't it great that we've actually got something to cheer about with all this shit that's going off, and we can actually go to the football or watch the football and actually see a spirited performance and a fight and a desire that we don't see from the man at the top. Yeah. But also on the flip side, I feel like, I don't know.
He's taking it away.
I don't know how it's going to come across, because on the other side, like, had we got battered 5-0 every time, it would make it really bad really quickly, and then maybe we might get a resolution a lot quicker. He's
taking it away. Football's a game. He's taking it away. We're not competitive because we're going to have a fucking points deduction. So how can we be competitive? He's taken the actual game from us away. If that had been a normal season, we would have been going fucking mental now because of that extra time that was added on. We'd have been kicking off. Because it's 3 points that have took us up the league. But one man, through his integrity to hold on for whatever reason, because let's be honest, if he's still in charge in League One and if he's still in charge in League Two, nobody's going to forgive him, ever. He's always going to be that chairman that we want gone. And I don't understand what he's doing, because he's taking the fun away from everybody. When they scored, I just went, oh, well, because I know we're going to get deducted.
Yeah.
But it's just annoying because the lads have given absolutely everything, and I'm sure they will again on Saturday. And then it puts the fans in a precautious place, because if they're doing well on the pitch, then they might, oh well, we support the boys, support the boys, support the boys. But they're going to get taken anyway. The points are going to go anyway.
Yeah, that's it. It does seem kind of a little bit pointless, doesn't it? And that's what we might be soon. Pointless when they take it all away from us.
The thing is as well, James, what annoys me is in January, how many of this squad are going to want to get out of there? And what are we going to be left with?
Well, I mean, you'd like to think that they won't want to, because I think the togetherness and stuff is something that they won't get everywhere. They're almost guaranteed to play as well every single week, pretty much all of them. But I do agree. Like, when you're not getting paid every single month, and we're now 5 months out of the last 7, which is just totally unacceptable. Yeah, you're going to think actually,
in what other
it's a job to them, innit?
Workplace? Yeah, but in what other workplace is this allowed? If I open a factory and didn't pay me staff, somebody would be closing me down pretty quick. This is just beyond anything I've ever known. I mean, I'm still finding it very difficult that the EFL can put somebody in place, say yes and no, put him in a complex, and then punish the complex when it's all going wrong because of him, and not have the ability to take him out. What sort of a handbook is that?
Yeah, it does. The EFL, the rules need to be rewritten somewhat, don't they? And
I've said something tonight, James, about mental health. Because I'm speaking to so many Wednesday fans at the minute who live and die for this club and breathe for this club. How many are suffering with mental health? And who's that going to fall on? Is that the chairman or is it the EFL? Because whoever it is who's not taking action is causing it more and more. And also, what about the welfare of the players?
Yeah. That's it's a good thing you brought that up, actually, because it's all right for some people. They might have other things that they can do in the time, but there's other people that absolutely bleed blue and white. There'll be people listening to this that are in exactly the same situation, and that'll feel that this draw will be like a dagger to the heart to them, and other people can just turn it off and go about their lives and do other stuff. But to other people,
we've got to look at the
like
bigger picture, haven't we? Yeah. No, it's not. It's not. And we've got to look at the bigger picture. It's great picking up 3 points. We could be at the top of the league now. But we all know, and like I said to my mate the other day, every time we have a little bit of sunlight, guess what happens?
Yeah.
Every time, like this draw, great result. I'm waiting for something else now. What's going to happen the next 2 days? What's he going to do? Turn the lights off on the floods? I just feel like he's laughing now.
These next 3-4 days are going to be quite pivotal, I think, Paul. When you look at it, we're heading into October now. The loan on the stadium, that's kind of a massive grey area. Nobody really knows what the implications of that's going to be. If that's not being paid, it doesn't look like it.
Alex Miller said something today, hasn't he? Alex Miller's tweeted. I didn't quite understand what he's saying.
So basically, obviously, there's a £7.4 million debt. Now, you understand that there were people that were trying to raise enough money, enough capital to actually buy that debt off New Avenue projects. They've been unable to do that, in the hope that they would then own the debt, whether that's a prospective owner that's going to look to, that's their avenue to get into the football club, because Dapon Chancery would then owe them money, and they would have to talk in order to resolve that, and that would be the way in. Or whether that's, I think the Sheffield Wednesday Supporters Trust were also looking to find people to do that, and that would be their way of getting in. As it sounds, they've not, the people that have been trying to raise money haven't raised enough capital to actually buy that debt. So it now just stands with, well, as it has always been, which is New Avenue Projects, who I believe are a broker. Kieran Maguire were talking and saying that they've probably lent money at X%, maybe 5%, and then they're just handing it on to Chancery and at 12% or whatever it may be, and that's how they're making their money. But they want that. Well, apparently they want some of that money back. He hasn't paid a penny so far in the last 5 years, I think it is now. So, these next couple of days are going to be very
incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, but these next couple of days are going to be very telling as to kind of what happens. Players not being paid. Last time this happened was before the start of the season. If you remember, the players put out a statement, and reading between the lines, it basically said, "Pay us or we won't play." Miraculously, they were paid on the Friday, and then we played the game against Leicester. Now, whether the same thing's going to happen this time around. You know, we've got a game on Saturday against Coventry.
Yeah.
Again, it's live
Yeah.
on Sky, as was the Leicester game. I mean, that would be a massive statement, wouldn't it, Paul, if they just turned around and said, no, we're not
and
playing.
what's it going to take? I mean, can you just let me know if this is right or not? One of the embargoes, isn't it that he cannot lend money to pay? Have I got that wrong? Somebody told me he couldn't lend money, which I got excited about because I thought, well, that's a great thing because then that means he can't pay. Then that means there could be repercussions because it's getting to the point where I'm absolutely baffled why he hasn't sold this club. I just can't work out anymore what's going on. I can't get excited about the games because I'm watching it and I'm obviously like everybody else, but that goal goes in. Last season, I'm going mental. I'm going through my window. This season, I'm coming straight down to reality of, well, that's another 2 points we're not going to be able to tick off the embargo.
Yeah, but it's all.
Do you know what I mean?
But you look at it and it's, you know, let's be right. Birmingham against Sheffield Wednesday. Let's be honest about it. It should be a fairly even game. That the two big clubs, they should be of comparable stature and kind of ability. Really, if you think about it, as it happens, let's call a spade. Birmingham, from a dominance point of view, they dominated us, and I know that's not football, and you know, and it's about them, you know, them goals that you scored, and it's 2-2, and we walk away with a point each. But you know, they'll be disappointed that they've not put us to the sword, and we've had to battle so hard to get that point.
Yeah, this is it
that we've got.
I feel like a boxer, James. I feel like we're a boxer with one arm behind his back.
Yeah,
going into a ring. I do honestly. That's how I feel every time we go to play. I feel I'm waiting for Dom Iorfa to land funny. I'm waiting for, you know, even like stuff like George Brown scores tonight. The first thing coming into my head is if he's still in charge, chairman, he's selling him. You know, this is all things that, you know, the root of the matter and the club that we are and the ambition we've got as a fan base. We're getting dragged to somewhere that really should never be anywhere near. And I know Reading's gone through this, but it's just ridiculous.
Just think as well, like if we were a normal football club, and I know that sounds absolutely mad to say that because we're far from it, but if we were a normal football club right now, you'd be going, Ernie Weaver, coming to my office, 5-year deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
George Brown, yeah.
You'd be saying 5-year deal, and there'd be loads of, you know, you wouldn't get big buddy now, but you'd be saying, right, there'd be bonuses on appearances. You know, if you make, you know, 20
absolutely.
appearances this season, your wage is going to go up from, you know, $2,000 a week to $5,000 a week.
We don't do things like that. I mean, this is the problem that we should have. I mean, weren't we told that there were loads of embargoes that we didn't know about before the ones that have come before this season, because we were under embargo, so we couldn't sign players for like 8 seasons that we didn't know about. Oh, what a surprise! And then, you know, these players like Bashiru,
yeah.
You know, it carries on. It carries on. It's all the way down. It's just been run so fucking bad. And I don't understand why, if he is trying to hold on to it because he thinks he can sustainably run it in League One, League Two, I don't think the fan pressure is going to get any less.
No.
It's going to get wild.
I said this yesterday on Extra Time, that the ship has well and truly sailed, because I was talking about kind of, he's had ample opportunity to kind of, I wouldn't say redeem himself, but at least trying to make the situation better. And he hasn't done any of that. He's just stuck his head in the sand, and it's just got worse and worse and worse. And you know, that ship has well and truly sailed. There's nothing he can do now at all. And he's doing exactly that. Nothing at all.
The only thing I wonder, and just to probably leave you on this, is when I think about his philosophy of business, I think because he doesn't like it, he say he didn't know much about football. I think he's tried to run it. If you look at him trying to run Wednesday like an hotel, oh, the staff aren't happy, they're not getting paid this month. Oh yeah, whatever, we'll get somebody else if they're not happy. I think he doesn't understand that the fans are the football club. Whether he likes it or not, he's bought a business that he doesn't understand. But the most important thing that he's not understood is we are the club.
Yeah.
And now he's gone head to head with the fans.
Yeah, but you know what though? I think what he's done, if you look at it, it's fairly obvious. He's got to a point now where you look at that squad, that starting lineup today, and you've got players in there. Ernie Weaver, he doesn't care what situation he's in, because he's now got a chance in professional football, and he's taking that with both hands. He ain't going to down tools. He's going to put all his effort in. Harry Amas, another one.
Yeah.
He's got no affiliation to Sheffield Wednesday whatsoever, other than he puts a blue and white shirt on and he trains with them lads week in, week out. But, you know, he's come, he's getting paid by Manchester United. He's got paid today. I'm sure he will have. And he, you know, but he's got a chance here to put himself in the shop window and go to another club in January. Again, Bailey Cadamartre, another young lad who's going to, you know, irrespective of the situation, he's just going to put all his effort in. And then we've got George Brown as well, who scored 2 goals, and he's again another one that's being given a chance. So I think Chansiri kind of knows all of this, and he knows that all that's going to happen is if Jan Valery turns around and says I'm not going to play, he can look to a youngster, Sean Fashira or whoever else it may be, and they're just going to step in and they're going to put 110% effort in because it's a chance. You know, and that's just a real. That's just it's not a problem because you want players to put 110% effort in, but he's kind of manipulating people far too much. But anyway, Paul, thanks for coming on, pal.
Cheers, mate. Top man.
Cheers, pal. Thank you very much for coming on. Do really appreciate it. I am going to wrap things up now. Thank you to everyone that's joined on the watch along. Do really appreciate it. It's great to chat to everyone in the comments, as it always is. Thanks to everyone that's jumped on the Twitter Spaces as well this evening. That's popped up. James and Paul that came up to speak. I was hoping to have more people come on and speak as well, but you're going to have your chance tomorrow because we're going to be back again at 8 o'clock tomorrow for the debate show. Make sure you join me. I said at 8 o'clock. You can watch on YouTube and get in the comments like you always do, or you can come on Twitter Spaces and come up, which I always love talking to everyone. Talk about this performance. We talk about, you know, maybe some more news is going to come out, whether we've paid this debt that's on the stadium or not. Maybe we're going to be under another embargo for players' wages, which I know is going to definitely be on the horizon. Before I finish, head over to Patreon, patreon.com/WTID pod if you want to support the channel and support the podcast and get all the extra stuff that you get. And also get over to the shop, wtidpod.myshopify.com. Get this black and gold North Stand t-shirt that I am sporting this evening. Get your fanzine, the Everywhere and Nowhere fanzine. Get your black and gold scarves. From Friday, that is, because I haven't got any at the moment. But no, thank you very much, everyone. Really enjoy it, and we'll see you all tomorrow evening from 8 o'clock.